Bit of a close call there. Hello, 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 everybody. Leonardo Barbiere. Hey, Curacao, don't worry. I know exactly what you are feeling. You'll get over it. I tell you, what a schmacking. What a schmacking. Absolute schmacking on the day, hey? On the day. Coming back at you in a second here, guys. Just getting things a little ready for you. Coming straight to you when I can get a grip of this thing. Just a second here. We're having a bit of fun behind your screen. Take that off. There we go, a little bit of Dutch for you coming in, taking the music out, getting straight into this. But I tell you, Germany earlier today, absolutely deserted not scoring goals. They scored goals for fun. And I tell you what, Curacao, it's a case of what was Infantino thinking when he brought 48 teams into the World Cup? Did he think nobody was going to get blown out? Because that's a blowout. That's an embarrassment for Curacao. Say what you like. It's an embarrassment. And it's an embarrassment to the World Cup trophy. That trophy needs big teams playing for it. Not minnows losing 7-1. And I'm not being disrespectful to Curacao from CONCACAF, but they don't need to be at a World Cup because they're not a World Cup team. Obviously, with 7-1, what else could you say? But coming straight into it. Holland taking on Japan, the Blue Samurai. I got a feeling Blue Samurai is going to be pretty decent on the day. Just give me a second. I want to line something up. One more second. I want to try this one more time. Get the music in there. That's it right there. And we're going to make it small. Trying something here, guys. Give me a second. Okay, we'll cut that out for now. It's not going to work. I'll leave that for half time, but it's not going to phase in. I can't phase it in, can't phase it out. Kevin, how you doing? Hey, guys. Hope we are all well. I tell you what, happy Sunday, wherever you are. Happy Sunday. But I got to say, 7-1 Germany before. Let's take a look at Holland right now. We're going to go off screen, take a look at some of the stuff that I've got lined up for you. Let's go straight off screen and check it out, what we've got for you right now on the screen. Going up to Holland. Going straight into the form, guys, okay? Look at form for Holland in 2025, unbeaten, yeah? Look at the teams. 1-1 Poland, 3-2 away at Lithuania, a 4-0 away at Malta, a 4-0 at home at Finland, 1-1 with Poland again at home, and then 4-0 Lithuania. This side of the season, side of Christmas, into 2026, early, 4 games. Decent against Norway, a 2-1 against Norway. That was a hell of a decision, a hell of a result. Backing it up, Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1, another great score. And then a surprise. Look at that. Algeria taking out Holland in June 3rd, a couple of days ago. So they can be beaten. And then they only just get by Uzbekistan 2-1. And I can't get my lips around that yet. That's too hot. That is way too hot. But looking at the scores, you got to say, 2-1 against Uzbekistan. Canada played Uzbekistan. I went to that game a couple of days ago and it finished 2-0 to Canada. So Holland really not bringing it through. I'm looking for the starting lineups here for the Dutch team. A lot of stuff going on, but no team lineup so far. We're moving on. Go to Japan. See if Japan's got their lineup out ready. People are being very cagey. Okay. There's the lineup so far. Netherlands national team. In you go. Ayaka Suzuki. On the bench, so Suzuki, Zion in goal. Tanguki, number 3. Kubo, number 8. Number 10, Don Ritsu. Maeda, number 11. I tell you what, a lot of people in Scotland know all about Maeda. Daisen Maeda. Nakamura, another big player. I tell you what, this Japan team has got some talent, and I'm telling you now, I don't expect Holland to run riot here. I think you're going to see Japan come through. When I show you the form of Japan, it's going to really measure up. And they've really come into some great form, yeah? Kamada, number 15. Number 16, Watanabe. Ueda, Ito, Hiroki Ito, number 21. Watch out for him. And Sanyo on the right. But I've got to say, let's look at their form right now. This is what I want to show you. Take a look with me right now from top to bottom. Japan 6-1 over Hong Kong. Not a big deal. Japan 2-0 over China. Also not a big deal. Give me a second. I've got a list coming in. Just want to make sure I bring something up. Just 1 second, guys. That's what we need. I'll go back to the lineup in 2 seconds flat. Just get that out of the way. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking after that, though, 2-0 over China. Then a 1-0 away at South Korea. That's not an easy result. 1-0 in South Korea is a tough job. They pulled that off. Keep watching these results. Mexico, 0-0 away. Another big result. No, it wasn't in Mexico. It was in Oakland, California, but it's still away. It's not home. It's not in Japan. Then they do lose one, and that's in Columbus, Ohio, 2-0 to the USA. I'll show you who scored the goals. Let's take a look for you. Zandeas and Balogun. And he was brilliant for the US a couple of days ago, wasn't he, eh? Japan 2-2 with Paraguay. Decent result. Paraguay having a good game there. Not like the other day against the US 4-1. So when you see the US battering Paraguay 4-1 and you see Japan with a 2-2, just know this. Paraguay played a complete game against Japan. Against the US, they weren't even in the game. They weren't even there. Then an amazing 3-2 over Brazil, a very late winner. I'm going to show you that. Very late winner. Looking at the scoring, Minamino, Nakamura, Ueda, 50, 60, 70. And prior to that, Brazil were 2-0 up at half-time. Goals from Enrique and Martinelli. 2-0 up at half-time. They go on to lose 3-2. Big shock. Big shock in the stadium. I tell you what, they weren't happy about that. However, Japanese fans were delirious. Next game up, Japan 2, Ghana 0. Went to plan. Japan 3, Bolivia 0. That went to plan. In 2026, look at these results. I watched Japan take on Scotland in Glasgow. I saw the 1-0. I was very impressed by Japan. And then in the next game, which was 3 days later, they're going up against England. I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, England national team, a couple of days before this game against Japan, had a 1-0 victory going well against Uruguay, and then Uruguay ties it up late. So a 1-1 at Wembley for the English team. Then another one at Wembley days later against Japan, and Japan win again. Another big scalping. And who's the scorer? Mitoma, who obviously won't be there. Then the next game, Japan taking out Iceland, 31st of May, and since then, they haven't played. They've been keeping it together. Let's take a look at the referee and the linesman for you. And I'll tell you what, I know a lot about Ismail Elfath. You might not like him when you see what he does on the field. He's very aggressive to the players. He's a bully. You may see some of this, but I'm hoping FIFA will have calmed him down. He's a bully. And in life, he might well be a bully, because when you look at this guy, the way he officiates, you can see that, man, I wouldn't want to live with him, because it would be hell on earth. Ismail Elfath, United States. Referee's linesman is Corey Parker, United States. Second linesman, Kyle Atkins. And the fourth official is Garcia Mendoza from Mexico. So that's what you got going on. Let's take a look back on screen and chat up in the chat, see what you got coming, guys. Just 2 seconds. We'll be going to you right away. But I've got to tell you, coming into this one, anybody thinking that it's going to be easy days for Holland, I think you got to think again. I think Japan's coming in. The Blue Samurai are coming in strong. I'm wearing blue today for the Blue Samurai. I could have worn an orange safety shirt. Maybe at half-time I'll put an orange safety shirt on. Then I'm in for both teams. I had thought about that, but I thought I'd hang on. But I'm wearing blue for Japan, the Blue Samurai. I'm giving them some love because I tell you what, I love the way Japan play. They're so in your face, so fast on the ball, fast on the game, fast all over the place. They hunt you down in packs. They're exciting to watch, and they play Literally, they play with great respect to you. That's what I'm looking for. 7 minutes to kick off. Just let me bring up one more page for myself before I go too late. Thank you very much. Bringing it on in. Ned Japan. That's what we got here. 2 seconds, guys. Going back there. Screens are jumping up left and right as they normally would. One more page and I'll be there. Just a second. Here we go. There we go. That's what I need. And I like the meta phase. Give me the multiplex view. The multiplex view. Thank you very much. That's what I need, the multiplex view. It's much better multiplex view. If you're watching it, go to the multiplex view. It'll save you so many problems. Anthems are being played right now. Get ready for it to get going. It's going to get going pretty soon. But we are ready for another big day. Getting rid of that. Back into the chat. We are set. Japan, Holland. Who's going to win this? How many goals are we going to see? Is it going to be a blowout? I don't think so. The Dutch looking very poised. There's Kluivert, young Kluivert, down at Bournemouth. I like the World Cup logos. I love the flags on the fields. I think the way they're rolling out the games is lovely to see this. And it's quite simple. It's just a flag. No silly writing. Nothing to read. So let's see what happens. But hey, I'll tell you, let's get into it. Kevin Babs says, hey guys. Kevin also says, this is the only group where I have put money on the top 2. Don't think Holland will be top 2. Interesting. This is the only group where I have put money on the top 2. I don't think Holland will be top 2. Interesting, interesting. Jeffrey Perrin says, hello, mates. Hello, Jeffrey. How you doing, Stella? Steve. Hi, Stevie. Got a cheeky tenner on Japan. Way to go, buddy. Very good team, but I'm concerned that 3 of their top guns are missing. But got 13 out of 5, so still worth a punt. Yes, absolutely. Money on Japan. Not wasted. Not wasted at all. Look at the clowns. Look at the clowns. Look at the clowns. Aren't they beautiful? Japanese clowns in the crowd. Absolutely fantastic. I like Japan's chances. So do I, says Jeffrey Perrin. Leonardo, I think Japan wins. You know what? Why not? Why not? If Holland comes out with that laxy-daisy attitude that they sometimes can have, they could put themselves in a bit of bother. Japan's going to come out full bore. I know they are. You just got to feel that Japan's going to be in this. They're going to be full bore. I'm looking at a lot of different things as we're going through right now. But I feel Japan doesn't have anything to prove. They've proven it coming into this. They are really one of the hot form teams coming in. Like I just showed you with the form. Hard to break down. Don't get blown out. Beat a few big teams. They've taken out Brazil 3-2 recently. Yeah, like I told you. Taken out England at Wembley. Taken out Scotland at Hampden Park. Big wins. Big wins. So, a little bit of love for the Blue Samurai. Hopefully they get to it. One second. Get that off there. Thank you very much. Just waiting for this to line itself up. Not behaving at the moment. The exit button's not working. Okay, we're going to set that up again because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We've got to get it ready for the game. We will. 2 seconds away. We were just having a little technical issue there. It's not that uncommon. But let's go again. Let's go again. We got it up in seconds. We're back in the play. No problem there. Keep it running as it is. Beautiful. Back in the play. Referee, Mr. Elfath. There's the referee. I told you. I tell you what. Watch this guy in the middle. He's a bully. I'm telling you now. He's a bully. Off the field, you pair. You're not doing the match. Get off. There we go. In the middle. Elfath, the referee. I've seen him bully players on the field in Canadian games. Literally push them out of the way. And there's the 3 criminals in charge. Villarreal, Toski, and Kwiatkowski. Wonder what kind of mayhem they're going to make today. Hey, hey, hey. I'm a Dutch fan, but I like watching Japan, says Jeffrey. You know what? I'm down the middle. This is one of the games I've really looked forward to coming in to watch. Really look forward to coming to watch. Verbruggen's going to be very busy in goal as I start to make my notes. He's going to be a busy man. Gakpo, can he get it done? Marlon and Somerville. Jimmy Somerville, I like him. I like him a lot. But Verbruggen, I think he's going to be very handsy and busy inside. Look at that scene. Look at that scene. L'Orange, orange, orange, orange. Suzuki's in net. He's going to be busy too. Not my style of motorcycle, actually. I'm a Honda man. But Suzuki's going to be busy. And Verbruggen shouldn't be, but I think he will be. Just 1 second. That's 7-1 before today, though. I tell you what, man, oh man, what a scoreline that was. And I watched Curacao the game. They did as much as they could, but I'll say it. It was a World Cup blowout that I don't enjoy. Yes, the fans in North America like goals. They love hockey. They love basketball. Yeah. They love baseball. They love scoring in North America. But soccer, football, is not just about high scoring. If you get high scored on, you really weren't in the game. We want to see World Cup caliber teams. Curacao is not a World Cup caliber team. Germany is, hence 7-1. Going into the game right now, it's L'Orange, it's Holland. The Dutchies are getting it on. Half-time, you'll hear a rocking Dutch track, but we won't go music all the way in half-time. We'll be back taking a 5-minute break in half-time, and then we'll set up the second half after 5 minutes of the Dutch and Japanese tracks. And both Holland and Japanese tracks are brilliant. The game is about to get underway. Waiting for Elfath, the referee. And like I say, watch the bully, because he likes to be a bully. Very strong-handed in the game. That's why I call him a bully. Game getting ready. Can we get the TV sorted out? Thank you very much. Here we go. Okay, another big game. R.R. Reynolds, how you doing, buddy? Hi, everyone. 3-1 to Japan. Should be a good game. I tell you what, it could well be. It could well be. Let's see what happens. Holland have got a game on their hands, and if they don't turn up, Japan will be quite handsy to get into this. Straight away, you can see, moving down the left side, loads of space, full of confidence. Holland moving forward now. It's going to be another erratic, fast-paced game, I feel, because Japan, when you play Japan, they always chase. Nothing is slow. Everything is frenetic. And they seem to be able to run at this pace, and other teams not for 90 minutes. Free kick coming up to Japan. Absolutely free kick to Japan. And that's, you got to get used to this referee, man, I'll tell you. If you know anything about Ismail Elfath, you would not like the guy. 2-2 final, says Jeffrey. It could well be. You know what? It's funny. When I was doing the scores last night and getting all the groups, etc., ready for today, I saw 2-2 as a possibility. I really did. Ultra Gamer, fella, how you doing? Score prediction 2-2. There's another 2-2. Is it going to be the 2-2? It could well be. It could well be. But for now, we're in the game. Everybody's having a good time. Kevin says, couldn't agree more, Stevie. I'd rather see a nervy 1-0 than a one-sided match like the Germany game. Absolutely. It is not World Cup football to get destroyed, literally destroyed, 7-1. I'll add this much. How many goals do you think Curacao is going to be scored on by the end of the tournament? Hence, when you see my group standings, not the rest of the world, who hasn't caught up yet, but when you see my group standings, the goals for and the goals against, is double zeros, because there will be more than 10 goals scored on some of these teams over 3 games. Just saying. The other thing I'm going to tell you as well is do not ever expect me to talk like the Okie Wokie Clokey Woke Club. Turkey is Turkey. It's not Turkey. It may well be Turkey in Turkey, but in America, in Canada, in Britain, Australia, English-speaking countries, etc., it is Turkey. So these wokies that want to say Turkey and the rest of the crap, I won't. I speak English, how I was born, it will stay the same way, and you're not going to change my language. We speak English for a reason, to be understood, not to be confused by people in woke places changing names overnight. Ball turns, goal! Oh, yes. Suzuki saves his team with a big one. Suzuki saves his team with a big one. Great save, son. Great save. Keeping Japan in the game. Turns here. Ball in the box. Too much time given on it. Snapshot. It's going straight in. I'll tell you, Suzuki's good to be where he is. Couldn't agree more, Stevie. Rather a 1-0 than a 7-1. Ultra Gamer. Brazilians must have PTSD seeing Germany win 7-1 in the World Cup again. Oh, mate. Ultra Gamer. Look at the bully. Look at the bully. Look at the bully. Watch the bully in yellow. Watch his angry little face, the little shithead. Ismail Elf. I tell you, you'll have enough of this ref by the end of the game, but that's brilliant. 7-1 Ultra Gamer. Brilliant. Ball in the box. Danger, danger, danger. Japan getting it out of there. Brilliant. Ultra Gamer. Brazilians must have PTSD seeing Germany win 7-1 in the World Cup again. I still remember that match. And Merry Christmas to all. Jeffrey says, and Merry Christmas to all. I tell you. I remember that game. Brazil. Thinking they were going to go to the World Cup final in that competition, yeah? And it didn't happen. So sad. So sad for Brazil. Nobody expected that 7-1 back then, did they? Not at all. But a big score today over Curacao. Yes, you did. You really did. Come on. Holland going down the right wing. Tic-tac-toe, going through the mess. On the edge of the box now. Passes off. Takes the touch. And he doesn't take the touch. Doesn't take the touch. He should have took the touch. Somerville's not getting that ball, not at that speed. I'll tell you what, watch for Somerville to be very active in this game. He's a guy that can open up this game for Holland should they get really down deep and low. Leonardo Baraviera, that game was my birthday. Are you kidding me? Oh, mate, let's have some love over to Leo, because if you lose 7-1 in Brazil as a Brazilian to Deutschland, well, we got to feel sorry for you, mate. Commiserations all those years later. That must have been absolutely soul-destroying. Big love through the soccer gods over to you, Leo. Hope that wound has eased itself. I feel for Curacao deeply. You know, look at that 7-1. 7-1 Curacao, 7-1 Brazil. Which is the heaviest defeat? I think 7-1 Brazil is the heaviest defeat. Curacao 7-1, you could expect that, and I think we did see that, and I think we're going to see more of that and high scorings throughout the World Cup. But as Kevin said, I'd sooner see a close 1-0 than goals for nothing. Free kick Japan, absolutely. I'd see a 1-0 anytime and enjoy it. A 0-0 extra time going to penalties in the latter stages of the World Cup as well. I'd sooner see that. But Japan now, free kick on the edge of the box. Big wall of orange in the back behind the goal. Bully boy Ismail. And I've literally seen him put hands on players, okay, in World Cup qualifiers. He's a bully. And he'll never change that to me for what he's done in this game. Come on, Japan, get your team going. Hey, on TV. Woo! I'm on TV. I'm on the camera. Woo! Brilliant stuff. What are they cooking up right now? What are they cooking up? Looks like it's an in-swinger. But I think you're better off to be the outswinger. He's taking the shot. He's taking the shot. Here we go. It's an in-swinger. Too far, too far, too far, too far. Went out of play. Too far, too far. Angry-looking linesman, angry-looking linesman. What's his problem? And the angry-looking referee, what's his problem? All from America. What's their problem? Why are they angry? Why they're not happy enjoying the game? These referees have all come out looking angry. Why? Moriyasu on the line there. Doing a great job. Doing a great job. Doing a great job. Absolutely doing a great job. Oh, Edwin van der Sar's in the crowd. Big Edwin van der Sar, big Ajax and big Manchester United fame. European champions winner, I believe, with Man United back in the day, but great career. Great career. Also with Fulham as well. Let's not forget Fulham before someone kicks me in the newlies. Fulham as well, yes. Absolutely. Japan now, halfway. 7 minutes in. Holland are in a match. When you see the opposition just walking on the ball and you're not pressing, you know the other team's in the match. Japan, full of confidence, playing great football, very disciplined and very creative. Ball in the box, on the edge of the box, coming back out like a ping pong ball. The ping pong machine. Take the ball with you, mate. Take the ball with you. I tell you. Ball to the far side. Going straight out for the corner. Corner kick. Sorry, goal kick. Going straight out at the corner for the goal kick. But yes, Germany's World Cup has kicked off very well. USA's World Cup has kicked off very well. Mexico as well. South Korea as well. Qatar, you could say, has kicked off their World Cup amazingly with the 1-1 draw against Switzerland, albeit in the last seconds. But Qatar takes a point away from Switzerland, and that should have been 3 on the day, and it's not. Group B, Canada, Bosnia, all of them in there. Qatar and Switzerland all on 1 point, and I said that was going to be the way after one, and exactly that has happened. Holland now mixing it through the middle, making life a bit more difficult than it needs to be. Not playing expansive, but using the best placing of the ball. Pass and move, Dutch play, total football. We haven't seen it, and I don't think we'll ever see it again like we did in the 1980s. That was something special. The Marco van Basten era. Remembering that goal he scored in the Euros? Oh, I think you could never forget that. Absolute brilliance on the field. Again, Holland, 9 minutes in, looking to get it moving. Somerville on the ball. I expect more forward play from Somerville than back play. Ball out wide to the left wing. Not going to make it. Well defended. One more time. Gakpo looking on as the ball is headed out. Are you enjoying the World Cup? That's my question. Are you enjoying the World Cup? Scotland got a big win yesterday. Destroying Haiti massively. 1-0. People were looking for more goals in that game. But a win's a win. And with that win, I can guarantee you now one thing. Scotland's on their way to the knockout round. They can lose the next 2 and still make it. And that's what I'm saying about a 48-team World Cup. Look at that guy. He's just rocking it. He's like he is the red dot on the Japan flag. That is so cool, Mr. Japan. So cool, Japan fan. Loving that. Absolutely. Goal kick, on the edge of the box. 0-0. How many scoreboards do they need? They've got a score up top, they've got a score down below. How many scoreboards do these American presenters need to put up there? We can see the score all the time. I'm laughing my arse off. 2 scoreboards. Never seen it before. Never seen it before. Goal kick now. Suzuki on the ball. Chipping up to halfway. Holland coming in strong. Straight away. Japan coming in strong, winning the ball back, but keeping possession in tight spaces, going through their own half, over halfway. Now on the right wing. Wherever you are in the world, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup. And I hope your team is doing exactly what you think they should be doing. If not, they may look like Paraguay. They may look like Curacao. Hey, Ultra Gamer, make me laugh. That is brilliant, son. Ball in the middle. Deflected one more time. Japan going into the box. Doesn't take it with him, but he does get the ball back into possession. Japan on the edge of the box. Busy bees. Passing it around. Making Holland chase. Ultra Gamer comes up with a beautiful one, guys. Check this. Curacao are still doing better in this World Cup than Italy. Oh, I tell you. Low blow. Funny low blow, but yes, they are. Ball into the box, cleared one more time by Van Dijk. Sweeping it all the way into Japan's half, going back to the keeper. Suzuki on the penalty spot with the ball. Kevin Babs, Van Basten, one of the best goals I've ever seen, in my opinion. Absolutely, man. He was something else. He was a natural. Too bad the legs didn't last, knees. Too bad it didn't last because he was something else. Fantastic player. Max Evans, how you doing, Max? Good morning, Steve, from good old Brisbane. Hello, son. Hey. It's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. I have faith in Australia getting through to the next round, my friend. Not a doubt about it. Not a doubt about it. Not a doubt about it. They will surprise people like they always do at the World Cups. I think Australia, for my money, it's around a 16 team. It could prove to be something better. But very well played team. They always come to the World Cup, Australia, and give people problems. So well done, Max in Brisbane. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup. And come on, Australia. The next Australian game, I'm going to show something on screen, and that'll make you, Max, and every Aussie, man or woman, boy or child, Aborigine, doesn't matter who, they make everybody over there quite happy when I show you something. I can use it. That'll make you think. I can use it. It's a weapon from Australia. But I can use it. And it was sent to me from Australia. And I got to use it. And I practiced with ball over the top, way too fast, but he brings it down. Brilliant wing play. Brilliant wing play again. And that's Japan all over, man. Maeda coming through, showing the wing play, showing the class. The veteran still got it. Brilliant control, bringing the ball down on the chest. Doesn't need to take a touch. He knows exactly letting the ball run, what he's going to do. Wins the corner. Great play, Maeda. He looks like a samurai, does he not? Can you imagine him in a full samurai do-up? I think I could. But good morning, Sir Max. He's saying good morning to everybody. Corner coming in. Japan, 14 minutes in nearly. Ball in there. Great corner. The big men of Holland, they're all 7 feet 20. They'll have no trouble with the aerial position today. It's got to be on the ground for Japan, for my money. For things to happen, keep it on the ground and beat the Giants. Listen, I went to Amsterdam when I was 18. Goal! Oh, I tell you what, he needs to flick that in there. Great goal chance. Maeda taken out. He's looking for the corner. Ismail having none of it, the referee. But Japan's got to do it on the ground. You can't beat the Dutch in the air unless you're open in space. Well, I'll tell you a funny story. And it's going to tell you all the story. And I'm not going to hold anything, not going to leave anything out. If you go to Holland, you're going for drugs, right? Because that's what people go to Holland for most of. I didn't. I went there with my family. And I'm standing on the side. When my family, I'm talking about me and my brother, okay? I'm standing on the side of this canal in Holland, right downtown Amsterdam. And this guy is rowing, just rowing up. This black guy's rowing up the canal. He's nearing the wall where I'm standing. There's a staircase coming up the side of the wall. Tiny little staircase. It's probably about this wide. But he parks his boat, ties it off, walks up the steps, comes straight to me. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Comes straight to me. He's like, have you got a light, man? Now, number one, how the hell does he know to speak English? I don't know. Do I look English? I don't know. But he talks English to me straight away. He says, you got a light, man? And he proceeds to light up the biggest gagger I've ever seen in my life. Joint. Massive gagger. As soon as he lights it up, there's smoke everywhere. I mean, I'm getting covered in smoke, and I'm smelling this stuff. I'm like, whoa, that smells weird. It smells nice. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. But I'm thinking it's marijuana. I'm smelling. There's a cop standing right in front of me, and he doesn't care one bit. So there's a funny story. In Amsterdam, minding my own business, side of canal, just amusing myself, and a black guy with a boat rose up, lights a big fatty. And it was big. And it was smoke everywhere, like I say. And that was Holland in the 80s. True story. Van Dijk now with the ball just at halfway, floating onto the other side of the field, right side, Somerville now, number 24. Where's he going to go? Nowhere indeed. Down the line, he makes it past one Japanese player. Going past two, is he going to make it? And Japan get the ball into clearance, into the throw-in. Years ago, people did not give Japan the respect that they were deserved. Nowadays, they do. Van Dijk, one more time, on the ball. Quarterback in the team. Back to Somerville. Somerville coming inside, no space. Japan hustling, pressing in defence, giving no space for the Dutch. Sometimes I think Van Dijk could be more inspirational to this team than just pushing lateral balls. If he just pushes a few balls through, he may well help the Dutch get down the field. May. But this match today is in a lovely place. Texas, the one-star state, the Lone Star state. The Lone Star, just like England, was said to me the other day by a man from Texas. He says, I'm from the Lone Star state, just like you English fans. You got one star. Cross in, far side. Japan taking it down, keeping it under feet. Chipping it out of dodge. Brilliant play. Nicely done. Throw-in coming up for Japan, possibly. Holland want the ball. Japan get the ball. Milky Moo, evening son, how you doing? Evening all, whatever part of the day you find yourself in. Maybe it's morning, I don't know. Milky Moo son, how you doing? Did you catch the Germany game? I won't say a scoreline unless people haven't. But did you catch the Germany game? Milky Moo. Oh, I tell you what. We are awaiting the first real chance of the game. I don't see too many goals in this one. At the top, I think it could be 2-1. But I think you might even see just the 1-1 or the 1-0. We'll see as it opens up. But again, Holland keeping it nice and calm at the back, playing their simple way. Somerville running left and right. Passes through the middle. Gakpo now comes inside. Pushes the ball in. Lovely place. Does he get a touch? Doesn't get a touch. And well tackled. No, just caught the score. I tell you what, it was an annihilation, Milky Moo. Germany annihilated Curacao. Not what you would call a good World Cup match. When it gets that one-sided, oof. It's not a match at all. It's a demolition job. First game you missed. Hey, you've done well. You've done well. You've done well. Who's going to watch all 104 matches? Come on, who? Really, who? If there's one person on the world that can do it, it's someone like me that has the time to catch all the games. But who has the time to watch all the matches? That's the question, because you got to be prepared for it, watch it, talk about it, and get ready for the next one. There's no time in between. Holland now, moving down the right side. Somerville, one more time. Hasn't been very active. He's liking to stroke the ball back inside. He needs to be a winger and go past the man. Give and go, tic-tac-toe. Pass and move. But Gakpo wants to do it on his own. He wants to play tic-tac-toe right now. There he goes. In the middle, well tackled again. The tackling by Japan, the defensive work is brilliant. That should be a free kick for Japan. Isn't, though. Milky Moo, and 6 different scores. It's only Curacao. But Germany seems to have things dialed in. Yeah, dialed in against Curacao, but watch them have a flat game when it comes up to bigger teams. They have come into the World Cup with some decent form, Germany. Best form they've had in a little while. But watch them play a big team. It's going to be a different story. That defence is not as sure as it was today. And they even got scored on. Let's face it, Curacao even scored a goal. And it was a beautiful goal as well. Absolute rocket into the corner with a deflection, slight deflection. But the shot was a beauty. So Curacao make history, World Cup goal. But make history by getting slapped 7-1. Gakpo now trying it again. Comes inside, needs to pass it off. Once you've tried to take the guy on one-on-one and you're not getting any joy, you need to pass the ball a couple of times and let that guy think you're going to pass instead of try to take him on. Gakpo is becoming a little bit predictable. No foul there, keep playing. A little bit of a soft foul. Crystal Disco Ball, loving the World Cup so far. I've watched every game so far and hope to continue. Easier when you're in the same time zone. Yes, it is. It totally is. We're having so much fun. We are, because we're in the zone. No one else is with us. It's unlucky for everybody else, but you know what? At the same token, I've watched every World Cup for decades out of my time zone, and I have got up at 2 in the morning and 3 in the morning, like you guys in the UK. I do know what it feels like. So for the likes of Crystal and myself and people in North America, not excluding anybody from South America, Central America, and North America, all of us on this big chunk of rock, yeah, all of us are enjoying a World Cup for the first time in our time for many years. It's lovely. It's lovely. So you're right on the money there. Easier when you're in the time zone, says Crystal. Totally right. Milky Moo, absolutely. Hey, top of the table. Scotland, top of the table. Yes, it was. And McGinn making it happen. But I expected maybe 2 or 3. But let's face it, Haiti, good on the ball, but toothless up front. That's the problem. Toothless up front. That quality of scoring a goal, one of the toughest things you'll ever find. But Haiti, love them, love them, love them. Toothless up front against Scotland. And I got to say, looking at the fitness and the heat, Scotland didn't exactly have a fun time. It was a working day. It was a working day in the heat. But they got the job done. Elfath, water break. So far, we haven't seen the bully go into bully mode. There's a good old Japanese fan there. Look at them. Love them, love them, love them. Blue Samurais. I always love to see the Japanese fans. They're always happy, always smiling, always smiling. Hey, Kev, top of the table. Absolutely. Milky Moo, 6 different scores. And Milky Moo says, hey, Crystal. Just a second. I'm going to move this one over. I always need to tap it down a little bit. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Give me 1 second. That's why that's going to go like that. No, like that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here we go. Looking on your tables right now, looking at your TVs. That's the table right now. Sweden, Tunisia to come up next. And you've got to think that's going to be an interesting match. That could go either way. And that match will be, I'm telling you now, Sweden, Tunisia, for my money, possibly will be to decide who comes in third. It's going to be an interesting group. Really will. Interesting group. But looking at that group, we'll get our first result today. Holland taking on Japan right now. Who's going to win this one? So far, it's pretty cagey. No one's really showing their hands, but you got to think, overall so far, Holland has maybe had the most enterprising moves as we're working through. But plenty to go, plenty to go. Going to move that off your screen right now. Get me back on there. Hello, hello, hello. Back I come. There we go. Milky Moo. It's going to be a long day. 3 points were worked for II, but job done and bring on the Moroccans. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I tell you what, Brazil looked decent against Morocco. I think they did themselves no danger at all. But Morocco coming in against Scotland, you know Morocco's not going to be looking for the draw. Scotland would be happy with the draw. And if Scotland can grind out a draw against Morocco, like Brazil did, then after 2 matches, Morocco would be on 2 points from a possible 6. Scotland would be on 4 from a possible 6. And whatever Brazil get in the next game, which could possibly be a win, they'd be on 4. So Scotland are literally having a good time in the group, but they got to keep the results coming. And should they do that, I think you see Scotland having a good World Cup. But one thing I guarantee is Scotland is on the way, or I should say Bonnie Scotland is on the way to the knockout round. That win against Haiti was a cup final. Scotland stood tall, got the job done. Got the job done, absolutely. Max Evans says, 6:24 a.m. Monday morning in Brisbane. Keep up good work. Love your comments. Beautiful, Max. 6:24 a.m. You're a trooper, son. You're an absolute bloody trooper. On a Monday morning. Oh, that's a great cup of tea. But Max, join me for the next Australian game. I'll be showing something. Very Australian. Oh, yes. Japan now with the throw-in, adjacent to the penalty box. It's coming in. Headed back to the line, keeps it down. Great control. Low centre of balance, these small Japanese players. And the Dutchmen, most of them are all giants. In tight places, Japanese players are much quicker on the ball than the Dutch players. Watch this tackling. See how they get in there, win that ball back? Low centre of balance. Great athleticism from the Japanese team right across the board. Yes, you got some big boys in the back. Absolutely. But these Japanese players nowadays are very clever footballers. Very refined. They know how to get it done. And they're a joy to watch with their love and enthusiasm for the game. Fit as. Maeda now coming through. Terrorising the Dutch. Ball into the middle. Chips for the back post. Not the best chip. Holland relieve the pressure one more time, kicking the ball up to halfway. And again, the ball has got to stay on the ground for Japan. You've got to realise it. Up in the clouds with the big Dutchman, you're not going to win that fight. But you can win that fight on the ground. Low centre of balance, the athleticism, the joy for the game, the love for the game, the enthusiasm that they bring. Everything about Japan is a positive in my book. I don't think there's one negative that I could pick out from these guys whatsoever. And their current form, Holland, beware. They may well take this 1-0. If not, it's a 1-1 tie or 2-1. Again, the Dutch can't get close to the ball. Japanese wing play. Ball coming in now. Coming back out. And who wins the ball? First ball, Japan. Second ball, Japan. Third ball, Japan. They win all the battles. They're coming into form. Into the box, taps off. Take the shot. Took the shot. Why would you hesitate, my son? Why would you hesitate? Hit it one time. Hit it one time, buddy. You need to hit that one-timer. It frees up the space. But you've got to hit that one-timer. Côte d'Ivoire and Ecuador still to come later today. And Sweden, Tunisia even later. 4 matches. I'm taking all 4 matches in today. Crazy, hey? But I am. I'm a greedy football man. I'm taking them all in. I'll watch all game. I'll watch all game. I'm telling you now. I'll watch every game. I'll watch every game. I'm mad for the World Cup. I'll watch every game. There you go. Singing started. Singing has begun. Celtic players on show. Maeda there now. Nugrin and Tanuki later on. Absolutely. 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 And they will come in. I'm pretty sure. No doubt about it, Milky. No doubt about it. Crystal says, Milky Moo, howdy. She is in the house. There you go. The Queen is in the house. Leonardo Baraviera. Japan started to feel the game. Yes, right on the money. Right on the money. Japan started to feel the game. But just like a good boxing match, you're going to bob and weave, throw one, take another one, take one on the chin, bang one back out. They're trading blows. Both teams are trading blows beautifully. But no one really has done what you need to see and put that ball in the back of the net. Not being rude to Dutch fans. I've got a lot of Dutch friends. But I'd love to see Holland get scored on to see how they react. Gakpo now, doing the wing play, trying to break things open, but has really done nothing so far. To break Japan down, you need the team play, you need the give and goes, you need to move into space, pass into space, have your buddy willing to work for you. This one-on-one that Gakpo's doing right now, what is he proving? A far cross, that's the best he's done all day, but nothing off it. Leonardo also adds, I'm going to put a Dutch uniform in Mick Jagger to help Japan. There you go. Mick Jagger, hey? Are you playing the Stones? And Crystal Disco Ball says, is it just me, but a full screen, do the Dutch look like they're glowing, which makes them look even larger? Yeah, mate. I'd tell you, they do look like they're glowing though, don't they, eh? They do, they really do. Safety shirts, safety shorts, safety shocks, safety boots. I'm glad to see Ismail's being a bit quiet today because he's such an asshole when he starts being a bully. I'm telling you now, I've watched it in the MLS, I've watched it in qualifying games for US, qualifying games Mexico, qualifying games Canada for CONCACAF. When he's a miserable son of a bitch, he's absolutely horrible to watch ref the game. Right now, I'm quite happy with what he's doing. Really quite happy. But yes, they look like they're glowing. And yeah, they do look larger. They do. But I'm wearing some blue for Japan, to help them through. This side-to-side play for Holland is really not going to test Japan at all. The side-to-side play is proof that Holland hasn't really got a clue to break them down. That should be a Japan throw, I should say. Two-time, baby. Is Infantino in the building? Has anybody seen Infantino in the building? Because if not, that's a great day. Infantino could have the referee song, you know. Infantino could have the referee song. He could. If you haven't heard it, I could sing it. But Infantino could have the referee song. Holland going down the left wing now, encroaching into the box. Cross comes in. Well headed out one more time. Great defensive play. Holland winning the second ball. Back into possession outside the box. Somerville now. No time at all. Has to pass off. Again, the ball's coming from right to left. Van Dijk on the ball now. Setting up Gakpo. Liverpool colleagues. Cross comes in. Doesn't come in. Again, Gakpo with the selfish single play. Pass and move would be better. Use a player of your team. Same colour. Corey, anybody wearing orange? Pass and move, my son. You'll make more time on the game. Japan won't let you go through one-on-one. They're too feisty. Nice use of the body. Nice use of the body. Japan lose the ball in a very dangerous position now. Holland going through. Shot coming in. Great tackle again. I tell you what, I'm really impressed with Japan's defending again. Just when you think you're going to get one on them, they get back in slot and they make you realise, no, you've got no time on the ball. Great tackle. Great block. Out for the corner. 33 minutes gone. No score. By this time against Curacao, we'd had 10 goals. I'm kidding you, obviously, but we'd had a lot of goals by this time in the Germany game. Look at the size of the Dutch. Look at the size of the Japanese. There's a big height difference. If you put that ball on the centre spot, just past the centre spot and come in crashing it in, there's a goal there. Great ball in. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I tell you what, we nearly had that first goal. Same again, over the bar. But that corner is exactly what you got to look for Holland. Got to use that height. Suzuki doing great. 2 big stops so far in the match by Suzuki. Great timing. Head comes in. Gets hands to it. But he's in the right place. Suzuki stops it. Defenders bail him out. Kicking it out. No nonsense style. Literally no nonsense. But Malin may have thought he would have put Holland up 1-0 there. Great chance on 34. Again, Suzuki in net. Doing wonders. Doing wonders. Leonardo, hey Milky. Milky says, very neon, Crystal. They look like a highlighter pen, says Milky. Crystal, yes, neon, glowing and huge. Yeah, totally. Anybody in here from Edmonton, Alberta? Just saying. Is there anybody from Edmonton, Alberta? Memphis de Jong. There you go. They pretty much tell you who they like. And Jesus, Mother of Mary, are they ever glowing and huge, eh? Wow. Wow. Talk about glow shirts, glow sticks, glowworms. They're glowworms. Yes, the Dutch glowworms. Have they literally hyped that orange up for this World Cup? Because it's hurting my eyes. So glowy, so huge. But hey, to tone it down, he's got some pink boots on. So there you go. Most of them have got pink boots on. Years ago, you'd have never seen anything but black. Black and whites. Ball in. Great free kick. Great free kick. Who's getting on the end of it? It's loose and it's over the bar. Another big chance goes a-begging. Another big chance goes a-begging. That time it's Gakpo. And you've got to say, Holland have had a few chances. If you continue to waste these half chances, then expect Japan to take a half chance to take the lead. That's what this match is building up towards right now. Holland are wasteful, not really creating a gilt-edged chance, apart from that corner. Japan, methodically, systematically, taking time, using the ref, using the clock, but using their brains. No panic by Japan. That was a chance, though. Milky Moo, that was a chance. I love the mushrooms. Milky Moo Celtics on the mushrooms. They must be magic. Do you know what? They grow in the woods in the wild. I know that for a fact. I've read up on those. They grow in the wild. All sorts of mushrooms grow in the wild because I go picking mushrooms. I love mushrooms. But in the wild, in the woods, in the deep undergrowth, they grow rampant in the Rockies. But yes, Milky Moo, that was a chance, mate. That was such a chance. Still waiting for the first goal in this one. I've got a feeling we're going to arrive at half-time at either 0-0 or hopefully 1-0 to Japan. Yes. Ball going out again. And the players deciding this match, fans inside the crowd as well. And did you hear FIFA's excuse the other day about the prawn sandwich mob seats? Those seats, either two sections, either of halfway on the far side that we look at. They were empty forever, ever, yeah? FIFA, the line sacks of shit. Infantino, the line sack of shit, said that all the fans are in the concourse. Really? Really? All the fans are in the concourse. Why do you think they're in the concourse and not in their seats, liar? Somerville brings that down brilliantly, but he has no time. Tries a little skills, but he's not fooling anybody. Can't lose his marker. Gets a little pass in there, and again, Japan clear it. I would advise my man Somerville to get the cross in about 5 or 10 yards in front of the box on the wing to cross in early. Get the cross in early. You don't have to beat the man. Somerville again, under pressure, has no time on the ball. He needs to really get into space when he gets that ball. Let's take another look when he does get something happening. But he needs to move into space and cross early, not let the man come into him. If you let the man come into you, you'll have no time. He takes you out the game. And right now, the wing play is being nullified by Japan. Both sides, right side and left side. Gakpo, Somerville, really not having a fun time, having to work for it, but finding no space. They need to do the simple give and go, the 1-2, and use your body to get around the defender. Let's see if Somerville can do it. Huub Holland. The World Cup cam is going nuts because people go nuts when the World Cup cam comes to them. It's funny to see people exploding into smiles. It's really cool. It is. Even when there's no goal happening. It keeps the people alive. And then, funnily enough, the other day in a warm-up game, England were playing, and the wave was going around the building. I believe it was down in Florida. The wave was going around the building. And every time the wave would get to the England end, behind the goal. So imagine the England fans are behind the goal to our right. The wave would go all the way around from this side, all the way around the ground. And when it got to the England fans, they just started applauding. They didn't continue the wave. They wouldn't do the wave. Their theory, or their reasoning not to joining the wave, is that they don't need to be literally brought into the frenzy of a game supporting their team as if it was demanded by them. They don't need anything to get into it. They don't need the scoreboard with signs on it to say clap now and things like that. And I'm not saying anything rude about the way we look and watch football in North America. But the England fans didn't want to play that game. They're like, no. We sing our own songs. We know how to act. And we don't need a scoreboard to tell us what to do because we're not robots. I say to that, big time in North America, we got a lot of sports fans that watch sports of all natures. They don't necessarily get together and know the songs with each other. But they go to sporting events with a different culture system. Ball coming through now. Japan going down the left wing. Into space. Maeda finds, taps off. Brilliant play. You'll see that all game long from Maeda. Goes past his man. Gets the cross. Outside. Unluckily goes in and around the goal. But Maeda very effective coming through. But again, in North America, we watch sports in a different kind of mentality, a different kind of system, a different kind of world, really. It's very different. Even having national anthems played before franchise matches, not just international matches. That's something that I had to get used to as well. So I got used to the American way of doing things, the North American way. And to be honest with you, I like the way the sport is brought to us. There's no hooliganism. There's no bad blood. Everybody comes in. Everybody enjoys. Everybody is the same. When you're coming in with rivalry, per se, like the England fans, all those decades, centuries of football, centuries of fan bases, centuries of songs, centuries of being in the pub talking the match, yada, 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 that is history. That breeds tradition, and that's why the England fans will not jump up and down when the wave comes along and will not act for a scoreboard because they don't believe in it. It's just that simple. Leonardo, let's pretend we scored a goal. That's such a cool song that is. When there's no goal in the game to really get you going. And if you've never seen it, Leonardo, you're bringing up a great one here. I'll sing it. There's no goals in the game, yeah, and everybody's getting bored. And then all of a sudden, in one part of the ground, right in the far end, they start to sing. Let's pretend we scored a goal. Let's pretend we scored a goal. Let's pretend we scored a goal. Yes! And everybody's up in the air. And another shot goes by. And that's the Let's Pretend We Scored a Goal song. Come on, Mr. Japan. Come on, you Japan fans. Looks like German shirts of old, doesn't it? That white shirt looks like Germany of old. But he's so close with this shot. And it hits the water bottle. That's how close. Brings it down. Great technique. Knee over the ball. And just off the bottle. And he didn't lose his bottle. He kept his bottle. Leonardo, goal! Nearly. Milky Moo, there's long... Just a second. Bringing up the chat. It's jumping all over the place. You guys are rocking it again. Absolutely beautiful. There's a long-honed half-time skills the Americans just haven't learned yet. PPP. P, pint, P. P-pint pie. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, well, Prawn Sandwich Mob, the Gold Club cards holders in the middle of the ground, they're not really urgently getting back. And it's probably FIFA tickets that are not coming back. Infantino's saying they're in the concourse. My life, what a fool that man is. But yes, Milky Moo, there's long-honed half-time skills the Americans just haven't learned yet. PPP. P, pint, pie. Some of the pies in the UK are to die for. Some of them will make you die. They're so terrible. They got better over time. As he says, it takes judgment and finesse to get right. Oh, I tell you, another close call. Another close call. Japan shaking the room here. Nearly going up 1-0. Two close chances right at the death here in the first half. I wonder how long we're going to get. But he lets it run through across his body and takes it perfectly. Brilliant forward play. He lets it run across his body, follows the bounce of the ball, the trajectory, and unleashes a volley in timing with the ball. That could have been an absolute screamer. Van Basten style maybe. Not as great as, but Van Basten style into the top corner. Right side. But yes, 15 minutes and get to seat slower for the deer seats. Loving it. Haha. Milky Moo. Haha. You had me, Leo. Only seen the bottom line and looked away. Francois Pitre. Francois, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Hope your Sunday's going well. Canada's next game coming up and the group is 1-1-1-1-1. You know that. 3 minutes added time coming up, people. Japan fans loving what they're seeing. I'd say Japan fans are probably having a better time than Dutch fans right now. Holland are playing that same... Literally, they're playing that same style that's going to get them a loss. They're not working hard enough. They're literally at canter. They're a great team, but they need to offer more work rate. They need to get the legs pumping. They're walking to a draw. Francois says... As the chat just bounces up one more time. Ouch for Japan. That's really, really close there, Leonardo. Francois says, Japan just want to get out of the field with 1 point. Big tackle coming up. Referee calls it. Japan making no nonsense, no business there. Hard as steel with the tackle. Kevin says, let's pretend we scored a goal. That was Wednesday's main song this past season. Oh, that's fantastic. Just to let everybody realise, Wednesday, Sheffield Wednesday, Kevin's a big Wednesday fan. They got relegated and their fans would put that song out all season long as they had scoring problems and the season was literally dire for those guys and girls. But one thing happened at the end of the day. An American owner came in and has changed their fortune. Now they're a rich club in League One who are going to come back to the Championship. My prediction, next season. Watch it happen, Kevin. You're coming back. But an American steps up. Another American owner stepping into the English leagues, buying a club. And I tell you what, he made those people in Sheffield so happy. The looks on their faces when he took over, it was like a party. It was like a saviour. Corner coming up. Is this to be something coming through for Holland in the last minutes? And Francois says Japan getting out of their shell okay. Milky Moo, exactly. They're in no hurry back. Leaves this massive gap and stand at the start of every second half. Too funny. Talk about wasted tickets. There you go. There you go. There you go. Francois. Scotland got lucky to get 3 points yesterday. So says Francois. And Haiti, only 1-0. I tell you, unlucky. But Scotland do get the 3 points. Milky Moo Celtic. Thumbs up. Leo says, I think Scotland deserve the victory. There you go. Great points from people. Headed in. Oh, well saved again by Mr. Suzuki. In the right place at the right time. Keeping it 0-0. Coming into half time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's going to be interesting to see the last 20 minutes in this game. Long legs. And there we go. Half time, half time, half time. I tell you what, nothing gained, nothing lost. Bit of a stalemate. Malin had a big chance. Suzuki stopped him 3 times already. Gakpo and crew. Somerville on the wing. Delete. Not really forcing the issue on Japan. Japan looking very good as this game comes to half-time. I say even, Stevens. Honours evens 0-0 at the World Cup here in Houston, Texas, the Lone Star State. Beautiful. Who will be happier with the 0-0? I say Japan. But yeah, Leo says, I think Scotland deserved the victory. Leo also says Scotland versus Morocco is going to be awesome. It is, and it's definitely not going to decide if Scotland go in or out of the cup. But let's just imagine if Scotland can win that game just by a 1-0. Morocco would be in serious trouble. But get this, they still wouldn't be out of the World Cup. Not at all. Not at all. They still wouldn't be out of the World Cup because Morocco would back the third game up with a game against Haiti, where you really think that Morocco would come through with a win. No? But a draw against Brazil is not bad at all. Let's take it that way. Milky Moo, very much looking forward to Leo. And Milky Moo, PPP. Milky Moo, PPP. He's going for it. Yes. P, pint, and a pie. That's what he's going for. P, pint, and a pie. There we go. 0-0 at our half-time. It is what it is. And I'll tell you what, right now, I need to go for a pea pint and a pint. Milky Moo. So I'm going to go do that. And we're going to listen to some music while I'm away. Get ready for Group F music, starting with an absolute rocking, massive, bright orange and huge Dutch track. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to turn the music up as well when it comes on so you can have some real good pumping music at halftime. Do what you got to do. You'll be able to hear the music from the washroom, from the kitchen, or whatever room you're going to next. You'll be able to hear the music from the washroom and know that I'll be coming back very shortly. So let's get the music on. Enjoy it. But at halftime, it's 0-0. We'll come back for the second half and we'll continue pretty soon. Gonna turn this up for you right now. There you go, enjoy. surely coming back on screen to you guys. Give me a second, we'll start talking it up, getting ready for the second half. Well, there's some pretty cool music in the library down below here at Ultimate Soccer Show. Get in there. A to L. All the groups are covered. Come on in and listen to some great music just like this. Right now, coming back on screen for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I could have kept it rolling, but I'm telling you now, I think conversation is where we need to go. Reading what's been literally coming into the chat. I tell you, 0-0 at half-time. Who's going to make something happen? Going to just dive into where you left off, guys. You're bringing some great stuff. For Scotland versus Morocco is going to be awesome, says Leo. Very much looking forward to it, says Milky Moo. Milky Moo also PPP. He's getting back from his pee, his pint and his pie. He's back in his chair, ready watching. Give us a thumbs up, Milky Moo. Francois says, I am unimpressed by Brazil's midfield. They are suspect. They didn't really do too much yesterday. If anything, they were effective defensively more so than in the offense. That's what I say. Can they do better? Yes, they can, but let's face it, they were going up against Morocco, and that's a pretty big number, 7 in the world, yeah? So let's face it, I hear what you say. Suspect Leonardo says, and he's a Brazilian fan, you know that. He says, they suck, that's the truth. Also says, Ancelotti is pretty pissed. He is. Francois backs up with Group B is pure chaos now. Probably the worst scenario for Canada. I'm so glad you said that, Francois. I am. I had it out with many Canadian fans at the Uzbekistan game, saying that I think you're all taking this group too lightly. If we don't pull off the win on game 1, we're going to be in a stalemate situation, because the situation that I talked about so many times in the last 6 months was after you see Bosnia and Herzegovina take out Italy and take out Wales the way they did with that defensive performance, not offensive. And I even said they were not going to nail you off the park with goals. It was defence what was going to get them there. And it was both times penalty shootout wins against Wales and Italia in the playoffs for the World Cup coming into this spot. I'm not blind. You're not blind. But apparently there's a lot of blind people in Canada that didn't see the danger with Bosnia, first of all, not being a win. I could have seen that all day being the draw that it turned out to be. Because what did Bosnia do? They draw. They're the Greece of 2004 in this tournament. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but the way they play, they lock the door for 90 minutes. They beat you up, they spit at you, they kick you, they punch you, they push you, they fight like warriors for a result every match. For me, their ranking of 65, etc., was 71 recently, is too high for who they are defensively. But offensively, they don't offer you the same thing. But Group B is exactly what I think it should be, and is exactly what I've been watching and what I've been talking about all these months. If you didn't hear me say this, anybody, you weren't listening, because I've been talking about Group B being a nightmare for Canada. Whoever came out of the channel of Pathway A into this group would make it worse or better. But Bosnia made it better for them and worse for us. I'm telling you now, Qatar taking a point against Switzerland. Vancouver, next match, Canada. Qatar. That's got to be a result. And a result doesn't mean a draw. It means a win. Quite handily, Canada can get the win. But the pressure is now on Canada, where it should have been not so in the second match. Canada's mega under pressure coming in. So your Group B is pure chaos now. Probably the worst scenario for Canada, Francois, is absolutely on the money. But that's the money I've been delivering and talking about for weeks and months. That this is what you're seeing, is what is reality, is what's coming down the road. We've got to get a result against Qatar. And like I say, I think I'm quite honestly going to tell you we will get the win against Qatar. I'm quite honestly telling you that. I see a win against Qatar that puts us down on 4 points into the next round done. It's that last minute second goal for Qatar that's turning people's brains upside down. It was the last second minute goal. Switzerland were coasting to a 1-0 win. They should have done better. but they were coasting to a 1-0 win. So let's not let that last second Hail Mary of a goal turn all our brains upside down and start thinking Qatar's bigger, better than they are in front of net, because they're not. Teams are coming out. Holland getting ready for it. But Group B is exactly what I thought it would be, and I am enjoying it. I don't know that Jesse Marsch is, and I don't want to see him jumping up like a 2-year-old having a tantrum like a jackhammer ever again. Did you catch that? I hope you did. But I'm saying, we are looking really good to go against Qatar and get a victory. There's an incentive. Get the win, get to the next round, it's done. Switzerland, you could literally field B teams together if you both get the right results in the final second game. Talking Switzerland and Canada. You could field a B team for the third games, all going through. Everybody's had a match, everybody's tasted the World Cup, and you're into the next round. Canada's going to the next round. The only way they don't go to the next round is if Qatar pulls a shocker, which I do not see. Their form coming into this World Cup was not great. Getting back to the match at hand, I hope that explains everything to Canadian fans about Group B. But we're in tight, and I said we would be. I'm not shocked. We will go through. Boom. Ball live. Japan kicking off second half. Let's see what we get now. Glad to see all there, guys. Loving your interaction. It's absolutely fantastic. Well done, well done, well done. And I hope your team is going to go far in the cup. Holland defending on their own box. Sorry, Verbruggen keeping it long. Holland, let's see what they can do with the ball this time. In offence. Ball through. He's slightly offside, I think. See what the referee says. Crosses in. Goes all the way through. He was onside. Just looked offside. Maybe because he's small and he was under the defender. Holland now. Much, much better. On the front foot. Hoop Holland, as you say. Taking on the blue. Samurai shot coming in. No, he takes the fake. Inside the middle. Tries to give and go. There's no space. No time. Holland still keep possession. But too much time on the ball. He wanted more time to line up the shot, and Japan said, nothing doing. We're not going to give you all day so you can line up the shot and then take all day to put it in the net. No, sir. We don't do that. We play hardball. Japan now trying to go down the left wing on his own. He's going out. Well done. Relieves the pressure. Relieves the pressure. But I tell you, and also, getting back to Francois, would you rather the World Cup be in the group phase pretty much done already? Because with a win against Bosnia, you could pretty much say Canada's third place guaranteed and moving through. And it doesn't really matter who Canada plays in the next game. There's easier and tough games, but you're at the World Cup. So does it matter? I say not. Ball in the middle. Holland into the box, all the way through. Going out for the throw. I like the pressure that's on Canada, to be quite frank. I think that it'll only make us a better team. Didn't get the result they wanted, but they didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve it. Too nervous. Far too nervous. And kept doing the same things. And I said bring Kyle Larin in, and you know I did, and he saved us. He saved our asses. So just saying, there's a long way to go for Canada, but didn't lose. Didn't lose. And that's a great thing. Don't want to lose your first match. Nobody. Again, someone needs to light up this party. We've got two teams making a stalemate happen. Who does that please the most? I think you could probably say positional-wise, FIFA ranking rise, who's the bigger team on paper? It probably pleases Japan better for the draw. Would Holland gladly take a draw right now? I think they would. I think they would. I think if both teams' managers were given an envelope, and it says, listen, would you take a draw right now? I think both would. I really do. I think a point apiece is useful. Keeps you undefeated. You've had a first game warming up. Second game, you'll come into form. Third game, you'll start to peak. Canada, take note. Once you come into the first round, the round 32, which I've never seen in my life, which I think is ridiculous. Round of 16, baby. That's the number. It's a round of 16. That's the way it should be. 32 teams, as God said it should be. And then this infant brain comes along and changes everybody. You know I'm having a laugh. But I do deserve the right to say I do prefer 32 teams. But someone's got to light this game up right now, guys, because I tell you what, like I say, they're negating each other. It's like two boxers going for 15 rounds. We're at round 7 right now. We've seen the same kind of slapping and trading. No one's really hit that knockout blow. No one's really got brave enough to get and step inside and take a smash to the face in order to get one over the top. So someone's going to have to show some real cojones. Some real ibala. Some real balls to change the destiny. The physical play is there. And they're contesting each other quite well. And Ismail Elfel is half the man he is today as he normally is. So he's been nice as well. The fans are needing something of excitement like we do too. We're watching a 0-0 slowly come to a draw. Someone's got to step it up. An in-swinging free kick off the head of Van Dijk would be something of a beautiful thing. Or a rebounder. Ball coming in, great trajectory. Again, Japan getting it out. The wee man of Japan, the wee men. I believe it was Maeda who got it out. Ball in, that's the cross you need. There's Van Dijk. There you go. Does he predict the future? Yes, he does. Van Dijk in the middle, in the back of the net, heading it in. 1-0 Holland. And I tell you, great news for Holland. Great news for Holland. Oh, I tell you, great news for Holland. Now Japan's going to come into the game, but that's great news for Holland. Hup, Holland. Do your best. That's Dutch for you. They're doing good. And it's Van Dijk. The goal's going to be reviewed. Take a look, see what it comes. It's not off this, it's out of the build-up play, but Dykey stays in the middle. Van Dijk's a big aerial threat. While you got the big aerial threat up there, he stays up. See, they stay up there. The 5 line. You see the 5 there? 4 forwards, 1 at the back. And Van Dijk in the corner. Beautiful header. He was such a threat for me in this moment in the match by heading it in. I had to say it. 1-0. There you go. Virgil van Dijk, big Liverpool man, big Dutchman, putting his nation in the front off the post, and Suzuki can only grasp at air. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In that scenario, Canada should, I'm going to come back to that late. Now for Japan, go Banzai. Yes, go Banzai. That's it. Go for it. Japan needs to unload and go Banzai. Milky Moo Celtics, laughing his face off. Good lad, Francois Pitre. Good. And Francois says, Canada should beat Qatar, but Qatar have no ego. They are willing to park for 90 minutes. Yeah. Bosnia had no ego. They had zero ego. What they had was, we're going to kick your ass if you come near us. You're not getting a goal or 2 tonight. You get 1, you'll be lucky. But we're going to kick your ass in a defensive mode as a team. We're going to get in your face. We're going to piss you off. We're going to pull your shirt when the ref ain't looking. We're going to step on your toe when the ref ain't looking. We're going to do all the little nasty little niggly things to piss you off and get you off your guard. Qatar will do the same. Great point. But I do see the win for Canada. I really do. And it's 3 points needed. But that just shows and highlights Bosnia. So Bosnia really, for a lot of people who don't know who they are, Bosnia's turned this group upside down for a lot of people who really may have listened to the media. And that's the problem, see. When you listen to TV, not you, Francois, but people listening in general, when you listen to these pundits on TV, I'm telling you now, because I've done punditry on TV, all right, you don't go on there with a script as a pundit. If you didn't know that, you don't. They will give you a script if you want a script to see where the show is going to go. But as a pundit, you don't get a script. You just join in conversation when it's thrown to you because you're colour. You got your generic host who knows jack all about the game, jack all about the sport. He's reading a script, believe you me. And you think a lot of these guys know the game. They're reading it. They get used to reading a script in front of them. They're not football people. The guys, the colour guys, the pundits they bring in are. And they don't have a set of rules or regs or what to say. So sometimes those people on TV, and I shake my head a few times, some of the pundits that you listen to when you go, what? And I'm sure you have. You've listened to a pundit and it's saying, what? What's he talking about? That's a load of garbage. It's because they have no script. They talk off the fly, and some of them do talk absolute crap. They'll up a team when the team is not even that good. They'll up a player coming through that never makes it. Listen to yourself. You know what football is, watching football. You listen to yourself. You know what football is. But I'm just saying, they don't have a script. And I've listened to some real lines, some real strange lines from these double-teaming commentary teams on TSN especially, commentating the games. Man, oh man, some of the trifle they come out with. I just know they don't know football when they start opening their mouths. You need football players talking football that have played it, that love it, that still can't get enough of it. That's the kind of guy you need to talk football. Yeah? Seriously. Can you imagine if Roy Keane was commentating a match? I think it'd be pretty similar to what I do. But you don't do that on TV, do they? And I think they need to go there. Get rid of the makeup. Get rid of all the standing 20 feet apart on a stage, 50 feet from the fucking camera. What good is that? Get real, like I just did. Holland now, still in control. 1-0 up, 55 minutes in early in the second half. It's going good for them. Japan needs to get on the ball, needs to start that possession going, needs to go with speed. The counter-attack with speed. Down the middle, not wide. Holland breaking in the box. Somerville comes in. I tell you, great interception going out for the corner. Great play by both teams. Great offense and great defense. Somerville's down, hurt. He'll get up. Brave, small, little man, but plays a big game. Little Somerville. Doing well in the EPL this season too. Tea time, baby. There's the hero of the day so far, Virgil van Dijk. Is he going to be man of the match? Is he going to be man of the match? Hard to say. Long way to go. De Bruyne taking a long time with that on his line, hey? Taking a long time. And if you didn't know, roaming around the USA is the Dutch bus. If you don't know what the Dutch bus is, go online and look at the Dutch bus. Cross coming in Japan. Oh, I tell you what, he doesn't get his foot around it, comes back out. But the Dutch bus is touring the USA, and they literally shipped it in. Yes, they put it on a ship in Holland. On the edge of the box now, Japan now. Can they get something going? Needs a space, gets a shot. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Bruggen, is he offside? Is he looking for the offside? Someone's calling for an offside. A shocker, a real shocker, a lovely little shot just inside the post. Wow, I tell you what, talk about knife to the heart for Dutch fans. In you go. The samurai's blade is going through Dutch hearts right now. Shocker of a goal. Absolutely shocker. Individual effort, but man, oh man, oh man, oh man, what a brilliant reply. One apiece. Now the game's set up. I'm calling a 2-1 anyway on the final 90 minutes. You know I am. But what a shocker. Great wing play. Now cuts it inside, all on his own. Taps it in, loads of space. No one's breaking him down. And the shot goes against the keeper. Verbruggen, not even close to it. Not even close to it. Not even close. Takes a deflection as well. Takes the deflection. Now look at the deflection. Look at the deflection. That's getting rubbed out. That'll be offside. Are they looking at VAR right now? Is that going to get rubbed out? It's 1-1 at the moment. But that deflection, is it going to get rubbed out? If he's slightly offside, it's not going to count. It's standing there. They're looking. The whistle's gone. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Bonsai. Woohoo! Yes, baby. I'm going to read your chants off right now while I was in there. Japan, you bastard, Leo. Nakamura. I tell you, Japanese gangsters are back. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Japanese gangsters are so back. So back. And I tell you what, I hope you haven't lost your films or your screens yet. We've lost a screen. We're getting one back. It's coming back out to us too. But I tell you what, wow, wow, wow. Japan. Holland, shock. But yes, Leo says, Japan, you bastard. Japanese gangster are back, says Francois. Bada boom, bada bing. Japan are lighting this thing. Yes, they are. Great goal. Absolutely cracking goal. Wow. Pickle Kissy. Let's go, Japan. Goal! Japan. That could be OG. Probably not, maybe. It could be OG, but I tell you what, it's come off a blue shin. Referee's having a word. Stops the play. They're really cracking down on clutching and grabbing at the finals, aren't they? Have you noticed this? Now they need to carry this through into league football. Because in league football, it's getting really ridiculous. But the clutching and the grabbing in the penalty area by the players, the referees are stomping down on it big time in the first phase of this World Cup. They're close to each other, but they're not allowing what they do in the EPL. Ball in the box. Game on, people. One apiece. Get your beers lined up. I think we're in for a cracking final. Or if you're on the Kraken, get into it. Ball in the box. Big Jewel coming off. Looking for the corner. Probably going to get it. That could be an OG, says Milky Moo. Probably not, maybe. There's three ways of that. Let's read that again. Milky Moo. That could be an OG. Probably not, maybe. Three ways of thinking it. He's on the pop. Good lad. Francois Pitre. If Japan can get a point without Endo, would be great. Yes, I think they can. You know why? Japan is team. They are so team. Their work ethic, the way they play, it doesn't change when any player comes off. You could take Maeda right now. Put anybody in there, they'll play the same game. They're a great team. Ball in the box. Japan on the ball now. Walking it out of defence into space. He's looking for the offset. Has he got an outlet? Beautiful slip through ball. Over halfway now. Japan needs to sling it on the left side. And I tell you what, give him a card. Give him a card. That is nasty, dirty little bastard. There you go. Well done, Ismail. Somerville, I tell you what, that was callous. Watch this. The ball's gone. That is callous. That's callous. And it's right on the metatarsal. Right on the metatarsal. I tell you what, that is dirty play. Dirty play. You need a kick in the nuts for that. Dirty play. Honest. No need for that. Professional foul. The professional foul is supposed to be this colour, though, guys. When they first brought the professional foul into football, it was a straight red card. Kataroha. What happened to that rule? It's still in the book, but they don't use it. Like the obstruction rule. When people dive in front of you, that's obstruction. They don't use it. It's amazing. Free kick now, Japan. Is it going to be 2-1 and Dutch Hearts have that samurai sword go right through the other end? Ball coming in. Beautiful ball. Headed out by Holland. Japan picking up the scraps on the edge of the box. Tapping it off. Keeping possession. Needs to go get some help. Needs a buddy. Comes into the middle. Long chip coming back in. There it goes. Needs to put it in. And that's the way. Maeda now coming through. And he needs it. It goes past him. Maeda was running to get that, but doesn't get the collection. No foul. I say no foul. They're coming together. Somerville going down slightly easy. Chris Cavalier, how you doing, brother? Back there in Australia. But that's... I didn't get to see where he was standing when he actually had that ball clip off him. But they had to have looked at the offside, no? Don't you think? They would have had to, no? But it went so quick that how could they have looked at the offside? Because normally it takes so freaking long. And that took no time at all. Makes you wonder. Oh, that is a magic cup of tea, Stevie. You've done a brilliant job there, son. Oh, that is cooking Caldy. Woo, scaldy. Love it. Oh, yes, I'm getting kicked in the, you know what? I've got to do my job. I'm getting kicked in the, you know what? I've got to do my job. We're having too much bloody fun here today. We're having too much fun today. Whoops. Come on, son, get over there. I've got to click it again. You know what? There's some little glitch on this where I click it, and I think I've done it, and I click it again, and it changes, and then it clicks back to what it was. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We should be good now. Okay, let's get it back on. Loving. The game has come to life. A few technical problems, but, excuse me. Where have you gone? There you go. But where have you gone? Oh, I see where you are. That's what happens. Come in, let me grab you. There you go. Get up there. All righty, we've got it. Ball coming in. He wraps his foot around it. And in it goes. 2-1. Somerville, who's been a real pain in the you-know-what for Japan, automatically finds joy at the World Cup, runs to the crowd, gets a big hug from the coach. Obviously something they've worked on, and it's 2-1 Holland. Samurai now have got to do it again, so the 2-2 can still be had. The 2-2 is still on. We've got loads of time still for another goal. 64 minutes in, Holland 2, Japan 1. It can still be a 2-2, so there you go. Wow, wow, wow. Let's get back on side. Bringing it out. Okay. I've lost feed twice, guys, today so far. It all takes split seconds to lose a feed, obviously, but I've lost feed twice. That's why we've had two little hiccups here, getting things back. But I'm pretty good at lining things back up quickly. But 2-1 right now. Holland now. Want to keep these 3 points. Japan, though, weren't behind long the first time. It might not be long the next time. Let's see what happens. But goal from the Dutch. And I've got to go back. I've got to catch up. Pickle kiss of the Kraken run. Run messed me up yesterday. No drinking till tomorrow. Pickle kiss of the Kraken messed him up yesterday. It'll make you good. Remember that. What makes you bad? If you're on the booze, what makes you bad makes you good. So have some more. Is he onside? Crashing in now. Gakpo. Is he onside? Oh, he's got it. Oh, great block. But I'm sure he was offside. Coming back at it, yes. The Kraken messed me up yesterday. No drinking till tomorrow, says Pickle Kisser. Aye, the scoreboard gremlins are slacking. Yes, well, Milky. Such an exciting game. There he's offside. You can see he's like a good 2-3 feet offside. Dazing. Yes. Goal from the Dutch. Goal Netherlands. Says Francois, Christel, disco ball, change it yet again, Stevie, 2-1. Shit sakes, I've got to, haven't I? Ah! Everything's going so fast coming over. There we go. We are good, 2-1. Woohoo! Thanks, Crystal. I tell you, it's so much. And exactly when I'm like having like technical breakdown, everything comes at one side. Goal. So we're good. Let's have a cracking finish. Let's have another goal. Japan on the edge of the box. Shooting! Oh, I tell you, that would have been lovely. Keeper gets fingers on that for me. Oh, I tell you, what a lovely shot. Ball coming through out of nowhere. 25 yards. Oh, I tell you. So close. Oof, that would have been lovely. 2-2 with sort of 24 minutes to go. But Japan's going to have chances. There's still more to come, yeah? Still more to come. Milky taking a water break. Stevie can catch up. Thank you, Crystal. Wow. It was too popular, so they had to make it less expensive. Oh, I tell you, I'll catch up with you. Goal for the Dutch, says Francois. Crystal says, change it yet again, Stevie. 2-1. Just got it. Milky Moo, you might as well keep that scoreboard open. Yeah, I know. And then with TV crapping out on me as well, no score. It's like, well, and I think I wear the pressure good. Look at those tram lines on that field. I tell you. Francois, Holland back on top for now. Let's see what happens. Rocket Man in, says Milky Moo. Big applause, says Crystal. Haha. Crystal on the ball, Your Majesty. There you go. Milky Moo. Ha, Crystal on the ball, Your Majesty. So cool. Leonardo. Wow. Leonardo says Dutch on fire. I'll tell you what. That's the best thing Somerville's done all night, yeah? He had a lot of problems getting past the defender in the first half. He finally got there, but that's his kind of game, and he's been really hot in the EPL with Fulham recently, so I'm not surprised to see him do that. And that's exactly what he does for Fulham, sorry. Oh, that tea is good. I'm having fun today. I hope you are guys too. Angus, hey, how you doing? Angus, hey, Stevie, how are you doing? Doing great, mate. Doing great. Run off my ass right now. Totally run off my ass. I am. Running all over the place. Things were going offline. I needed bailing out by Crystal twice to get things done. It's a wonderful day. We're having a fantastic game. It's 2-1. I said it'd be 2-1. I think it might well be finishing that way, but everybody thinks it could be 2-2. And I'm thinking the 2-2 would be a great result for both teams to open up their group game. I think for the World Cup, a 2-2 would be the best thing possible, you know. But yeah, catching up. How you doing, Angus? Leonardo says, what are the Dutch smoking? I tell you what, mate, they got none of that. Well, it depends. I think they can buy marijuana at marijuana stores in parts of Texas. I'm not sure. Other states around they can. I think you can buy that a lot of states in America, like the medical marijuana and stuff like that. So I think it's for sale in a lot of places. It's for sale all over Canada. You know, it is. That's why they're so passive up here. Water break. Oh, look. We've got water girls. Why have we got two of them? I wonder why. I wonder why there's two water girls. Is it a substitution? Buddy's going off? I tell you what, Ismail is behaving very nicely today because normally he is an absolute ogre. He's so angry. It's as if he was on the piss last night, did about 50 whiskies and had about 1 hour's sleep. Bags under his eyes, looking terrible, and with a shit attitude. All game long. There's your man coming off. That woman in yellow was groping that fella. She was touching him. She was having a good old squeeze. Coach is like happy with Somerville. Another substitution coming up. Marlon Somerville Reinders are the substitutions. And you have to pay Kupermanes and Timber. Timber is a very interesting insertion. Let's see what happens there. 20 minutes to go. Can Japan pull a surprise and get back in it one more time? Or are Holland going to add to it? I don't know. It could go either way. Chris Cavlin, what a poor time for a hydration break. I tell you, doesn't it kill the mojo? Right when you're in the middle of it, you got to stop. No thanks. Keep going. Why do you want to stop? This is what's the stupidity about it. It's like, and it's not really that they need a hydration break. Really? Come on. They've been hydrated megally before the game starts. Holland on the rebound. That should be a foul, referee. You got it wrong there. Holland coming on the break. Outside the box. Overloaded in front. Swiss turns, loses possession. Japan back in ball game, coming down the right side. But yeah, stopping with the water breaks, the hydration breaks per se, kills the mojo. I mean, as a coach, if your team is like really thumping at it right now, you don't want to stop. You want to keep your hammer down, balls to the wall. Watch that. It was the follow-through foot. It's the follow-through foot. And I tell you what, and a knee-to-knee position, the knee-to-knee. He could have broken his knee there. Knee-to-knee collisions are real painful. I'm sure you've had one. They're painful, as you can believe. But yeah, what a poor time for a hydration break, says Chris Cavlin. Angus says, hydration break, brought to you by watered down and falsely advertised Michelob Ultra. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, on one of this, what I used to do when I used to get pissed off with the ads was like, as soon as they brought an ad, I'd switch the screen off. I'd kill the channel and then bring it back 30 seconds later, not to give them a rating. How small-minded I was as a kid. But that's what I used to do. I wouldn't watch their ads. Like, no, screw the ads. I want to watch the game. That's what I'm saying. Tea time, baby. He's going to get there. He gets there. Gakpo cuts into the box. He's going to cut round, shoots. Oh, good save. Corner coming up. Nice action by Gakpo and super action by Suzuki in net. Don't kid yourself. If Japan lose this, they won't be losing many more. I do see Japan going through to the next round, no doubt about it. But they've still got plenty of time to fabricate a couple of chances to get back on the scoreboard, making it 2-2, dos, 2-2, like you all said in the chat. Big time. Angus, I am good on my end. Milky Moo, we don't even get ads here. Good for you. Cross coming in. Far post and a good collection by Suzuki. Milky Moo says, we don't even get ads here. They just show everybody standing around drinking water. Well, that's good. That's what it should be. Then you're engaging the actual, not sort of dead time, but downtime. You're engaging, watching players talk to each other, see the coach engaging with the players. You're living the moment with them. Taking ads is literally in bad taste. Let's face it, you pay for the bloody channel, right? You pay for the bloody channel. Why the hell does a channel-paying person need to watch the ads? Yeah? And the ads are crap anyway. Let's face it, these TV companies, they think you're watching the ads. No, we don't. We don't watch the ads. We look away. We watch something else. We turn you off and do something else for 2 minutes. Once we know exactly how long your breaks are, we're like, screw this shit. I'm not a monkey. I'm not a robot. I'm a fan. And you're treating me like a robot, like a monkey, and I'm not going to play your monkey see, monkey do game. So screw your ads, TV. I hope you do the same. You get up, you go to the washroom, you get up, you get a burger, you get up, you make a cup of tea, you pop a beer, you crack a wine, Shiraz, but you get on U time. You're on U time. Never be on TV time, man. Never, never, never. You got to be on U time. Totally on U time. Corner coming up. Japan now. 2 more substitutions. And again, she's having a grab. Look at the little Dutch boy and the Japan fans together. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Good for you. Who wants ads? Yes, mate. Yes. Oh, it's great. It's just stopped the play. Oh, it's great. It's just the stop in play. I tell you. Steve says, Japan to come back and win 3-2, please. Ha 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 ha. Holland just physically too strong. Yep, seems, but Japan's still in it. And it only takes a second to score. Yes, it does. It does. It does. Milky Moo, spot on Ultra. It's no longer a game of 2 halves. Angus says, Pulisic pays out his Visa card to hydrate with Messi and Michelob Ultra. Too funny. Corner coming in. Get on the end of this one, wee man. Goes through, volley that puppy. Get it on the net. Over, high and high, 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 high. Francois says, suffering is part of the game unless there is extreme heat. They should not be giving hydration breaks. Right, right, right. Look, you got a water bottle in the keeper's net. If people need a quick swig, he's gladly going to let you have some. And when a corner comes around, you can just go, give me a quick swig of your water, mate, if you need it. I never stopped for a swig of water. I kept going. Half time. That's when you got your oranges and your lemonade, whatever. Gakpo on the box as 2 on the edge over, and it really is a hard kick coming down. Nobody can get a foot on it. Nobody can get a foot on it, and in comes Cabster. Hello, Cabby. Hello, Cabby. Holland's winning 2-1. They are. Holland's winning 2-1. This is Cabby. Say hi, everybody. Cabby's in the house. He's just woke up. He's had a snooze. He wants some kibble. Let's get some more cable so we can get this mic out of his way. But Cabby's Needs hydration. And if you're not laughing, you need a Salt and Vinny. 12 minutes to go. We have got a game, 2-1. I'm sad in a way that it's 1-1, but you know what? Japan can get it back, get it to the back post. Come on, son. Oh, it's in. Come on. Doesn't get a neck on it. Oh, I tell you, if he gets his foot round it, boom, it's in the back of the net. Just can't get it done. Another big chance. There will be more. Japan are still in this and really fighting. Like they're giving their all, right? They're giving their all. Pickle Kisser says Cabby's in the house. Cabby's in the house. He's had some kibbles and he's going back out in the sun. He's going for he's had his hydration break. Crystal says, "Hi, Cabby. You getting some love, Cabs? Ultra Gamer, I think you're muted. I don't know why it was, but it seems to be good now. Let me just check. I'm bouncing. Yeah, I'm bouncing. I can see I'm bouncing. I've got my monitor over there. It's bouncing. We're good. Must have been, mate, it was Cabby. I'll tell you what, it's probably Cabby who did it. If he bangs the mic, it'll shut off for a couple of seconds. So if you knock this, it kills the frequency. There's that crazy referee picture. I can't do that. It just screws my head, man. There you go. Crystal says, we're all watching Cabby, wondering if he'll walk by and turn it back on. It was his tail that brushed over the button that turned it off. I'm telling you. Yeah. He was trying to tell me to shut up, I guess. Who knows? Substitution Holland. As we catch up here in the chat. Oh, loose wires maybe there, Stevie, says Milky Moo. Love it, mate. I love you got my back, everybody. Fantastic. I got yours. Every time. Crystal says, oh, my gravy. Did Cabby turn it back on? I think he did. Because, I didn't touch it. I looked. It was it's green. And you're right. He turned it off and he turned it on. How about that? Crazy shit. He did. Man, I'm blessed. You guys have got my back, but Cabby's got the mic. He's teasing with us. He's like, I'm going to shut him up for a couple of seconds. Just sit down over here. Let him go into panic mode just to see what he does. And he's looking at me. He's like, shit, he's not going into panic mode. Oh, well, I'll just go over there, waft my tail on it and just turn it back on. Seems to be that's what happened, crafty little kitty. I said such nice things about you. Yeah. Such a lovely person. He's a bit of a mic hooligan. Cabby the mic hooligan. You had to be here to see it. 81 minutes gone. Hapong, Japan trying to get back in the match. Can they get another little time in front of goal to make something happen? They got the trickery, and I'm sure they're going to fashion a few more chances before the match is over. So let's see what happens. But if Cabby did that... Sorry, here we go. Milky Moo says, gave us our quiet time. You were muted about 3 minutes there. What? Never 3 minutes. Crystal Ball. If Cabby did that, it will be the funniest thing in the entire World Cup. I'll tell you what, I've got it on film, so I'm going to put it down below after the match. I've got it on film, so it's it happened at about 1 hour 55 on my reel. 1 hour 55, T-Money. So hopefully that's... I will pick that off. I'm not saying hopefully. I will pick that off and I'll place it to you. Cabby switching the mic on and off. Cat comes in the studio and kills host's mic. Oh, Ismail's having a hard on. Bringing out the yellow. Boom. Just matching that beautiful shirt. But again, he hasn't been as bad as he could be. Backing in. Oh, I tell you what, it's in the face, isn't it, eh? You saw the impact on his head. Watch his head. Bang. Oh, yeah, that's on the chin, mate. Depay on the chin. I tell you what, they should be looking at that. They should be looking at that. I tell you, they should. They should be looking at that. I don't know why not. There's plenty to see. There's plenty of physical activity. Bash in the face. Milky Moo. I'm carrying on from where I was. If Cabby did that, that's the funniest thing we've seen in the entire World Cup, says Crystal Disco Ball. And Milky Moo says, fucking hilarious. Francois says, I should do that like Dr. Evil. Fucking hilarious. And then you've got Milky Moo saying, fucking hilarious. Francois says, well, Cab is a disgruntled Japanese fan. There you go. That's funny here. Funny as. Crystal backs up with, sure, you said nice things about Cabby Stevie with the mic off. We're not so sure. Oh, too funny, too funny. Milky Moo, yep, 22:35 until 22:38, 3 minutes. There you go. There you go. Milky Moo Celtic timestamps in chat box. Right, I'll tell you what. Ultra Gamer, he's lucky not to get a red. Yes, yes, I say Depay's lucky not to get a red. Well seen, Ultra Gamer. Lucky not to get a red. I mean, man, that's an elbow in the face, no? It's lucky he doesn't mash his teeth out. It's getting physical. We've got 5 minutes to go plus added time. Japan's not going to stop running. You know that. They're going to keep going. They won't stop. But I think this match has given you more in the second half than it did in the first, obviously. But I think this is the kind of game we were expecting or hoping. When we get to a knockout game, especially sort of say round of 16 quarterfinals, if either of these teams are in there, which they could well be, you're going to see this kind of effort from them in a knockout match, which is then going to be more on the line, and literally they give everything. Then you'll see the real physical game coming. And as teams play each match, as we go through this tournament, you're going to see guys getting fatigued, yeah? It's 39 days in this World Cup, however, which is 9 days longer than your normal World Cup, at least 8 days longer than your World Cup. So there's more built-in rest and recuperation time. So where we see, like in the last few years, semi-finals, where players in the semi-finals in the latter stage of the games, 60 minutes or so, where they look fatigued, hopefully they won't. Hopefully they'll have that fitness to carry on at a high level, because they've got more off time. Japan into the box now. Get the cross in. Oh, comes right through. Japan still in possession. Chipping it back in the middle. Van Dijk, the man of the match so far, pushing it back in there. Doing very well. Got to tell you. Looking very well at all. Looking really, really strong in defence. Van Dijk, he's had a great game. He has had a great game. Just lining some stuff up, guys. But Van Dijk has had a fantastic game today for Holland. Somerville's had a great game for Holland as well. I think really you could say Suzuki, although he's taken two goals in the net, Suzuki's had a big game as well. So coming up to the post-game match as we do each game, guys. In the post-match, give us your man of the match after 90 minutes plus, so at the end, so I can get them all together. Then I don't have to look for 1,000 names throughout the chat. Make my life easy, guys. Make my life easy. So after the final whistle, please, your man of the match, as the sign in the sky say. Ball in the box. Could he get on the end of it? Brings it down. Japan now, overloading. Looking to get that tying goal. It would be a thing of beauty. It really would. I'd like to see it. Corner coming up, Japan. Tea time, baby, coming up down the wire. But we'll be in the post-game at the final whistle, and your man of the match at the final whistle. And again, thanks everybody for being here. It's an absolute blast. I love doing this with you. I really do. And hope you're having a great Sunday and Monday down in Australia, the other side of the world. Headed out. Japan getting up the scraps. Ultra Game, he's lucky not to give it. Just finishing that off again. I tell you what, I've got to go back to that. Depay, for my money, is lucky not to get red. Angus says, the Australian team played much better than I expected late last night. They did. They did. And they did. Angus, Milky Moo says they did as well. Ball in the middle, coming up with another corner. Still hasn't threaded that ball through, but Milky Moo says they did, as I just said. So we're saying the same thing. Angus meant to say that earlier, was really impressed with the Aussies. Yes, I was too. But again, they're going to present problems for a lot of people. And Milky Moo is not playing by the rules. Milky Moo, 90 minutes. I need your man of the match at 90 minutes with everybody else. Ball in the box. Headed into the goal! Get in there! Get in there! Get in there! Beauty! 2-2 it is. It is gonna be a fantastic day on this planet. One more time. Japan, Blue Samurai 2-2. Headed in. The wee men climbing up in the clouds. Boom! In the back of the net, 2-2. The whole bench spilling on the field. This is freaking amazing. This World Cup is continuing to give more. Wow, go Japan. Love it, love it, love it. I'm wearing blue for Japan today, like I told you. And Saarbrücken beaten All ends up. He can't stop it. Bang! And he takes a deflection as well. So Verbruggen may well have got the save on the initial hit, but the deflection takes it away from him and into the roof of the net, and it's 2-2. Look at the Japanese coach. He's having an absolute gong fest. Brilliant. 2-2, 89 minutes. Wow. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Leo's like, oh, fuck. Milky Moo. Oh, okay. Whoa. They never dies. Oh, my, says Crystal. Wow, never say die, Francois. I tell you. 2-2. And you just called it 2-2 earlier. And I was saying last night, I was thinking 2-2 as well. And look at the scoreboard. 2-2. Go, Japan. Woohoo! I tell you. Fantastico. 2-2. Woo! Absolutely brilliant. Who doesn't want more of that? I tell you, I do. I want more of that, and I'm searching for something right now. Go get them, Japan. Wow. I thought that wouldn't happen, but holy shamoly, it has happened. Holy shit. Look at your scoreboards, look at your screens. Give a look to my screen. You'll see the group right now as is. One little error there. Sweden are getting a draw. But right now, it's drawn. It should be one up above. There's an error on the screen. Holland should have the one and not Sweden, but everything else stands. But I tell you right now, we'll get that fixed in a second or two. But right now, it's 2-2. What a great finish to the game. Japan bringing it. You knew they were going to fight to the final whistle, to the final second. But boy, oh boy, Holland feeling that they've lost something here. But wow. What a result for Japan, considering they were losing 2-1 just seconds ago. Can they go on and get the 3-2 winner? You called it in the chat. And you were saying it was a joke. But there's 5 minutes to go. And to me, the Blue Samurai has the game or the bit between their teeth. More so than Holland. Holland have led twice and been equalised twice. That takes character. And eventually, the team that keeps scoring first gets scored on because they say to themselves, inside their mentalities, we're not going to beat these guys. They keep coming back. We score. They score on us. We score. They score on us. Japan has the bit between their teeth. Let's see if they can run across the finish line with a 3-2. Happy Japanese fans. Look at those people. What a game. This is good enough to have been a knockout match. Going into extra time right now, yeah? No one scores right now. We go into extra time, then into penalties. Wow. So what a great comeback by Japan. I tell you, great comeback. Brilliant. Holland have played an average to good game, but Japan have played up when they've been down. Japan have raised their match and their levels when they've been behind a goal. They've worked harder when they've been behind a goal. They need to keep that level now. But they're worthy of the 2-2. Absolutely worthy of the 2-2. Fantastic. Leonardo, sorry I had to make the joke. Chris Cullen, do. I've got another goal for you. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Give me a second. I'll get by to it. There we go. Gotcha. Jumble around. Ding, 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 ding. Boom, there we go. I hope FIFA can stop doing that ref cam. I know they won't, but holy moly, who does it work for? If you want to have a brain aneurysm, keep watching that camera. Francois Pitre says, no, lost my feed. Yeah, you as well, eh? We've paid for our feed and we're still getting to lose it several times. This is the worst game for feed in a long while. So I don't know what they're doing with the cables, but Holland now, 3 minutes to go, down the right side. Do they get a go-ahead goal for the third time? That's a wicked little cross coming in, and Suzuki takes his time. Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what an amazing match. 2-2. What an amazing match. And the chat called it. I called it last night. 2-2, amazing. Keep that ball, keep that ball, keep that ball. Get your selfies out, keep that ball. Ball in the box, headed out one more time. 2 minutes 10 to go. Do Japan claim a very, very, very fine and hard-worked draw? I say they can do. Van Dijk on the ball. In his own half. Stops, takes a look, puts it into the middle. He looks exhausted. A looking tired figure of Van Dijk walking across halfway right now. Back on the ball. Very tired looking. Not offering too much. But he did score that cracking header earlier in the match to open up this affair. He's on the ball right now. Quarterback in the team, but again, taking a break, feeling the strain. Easy, simple lateral balls, taking the clock down. Tick-tock, tick-tock. A lot of talent in this Dutch squad, as you've seen with players coming on the bench. Ball into the middle. Does he get the cross in? No, sir. Japan crossing the line, clearing the lines, and getting the ball up the field. Going out probably, keeping in play for Dutch. Dutch keep it in play. All the way back to Zeebruggen. Back into your man Van Dijk. Virgil strokes it forward. One more time through the box. Again, well headed out by Japan, keeping the lines clean. No nonsense clearance. Not tic-tac-toeing. Passing upfield. Relieving the pressure, but the second ball won by Holland on the edge of the box. Crossing in far post, but there's no target. Holland keeping the ball in play. Looking for a buddy. Does he get a buddy to help out down the line? Comes inside. Switches the play, and Japan one more time winning the ball. Coming up the field. No real target, no one to aim for. Is going to have to look backwards for possession as he does. Japan need to slow it down, keep possession, really slow it down now and tick-tock the clock and get back into shape. Get the line set. Seconds to go. Don't give anything away. Keep it on the back line. Go nowhere. Let the referee blow the whistle. And wham bam, thank you, man. That will be that. 6 minutes overtime. The game is done. 2-2. I tell you what, you're into the post-game right now. Absolutely in the post-game right now. That was an amazing game. When you consider what we went through, that was an amazing game. I'm going to bring up some stats here pretty for you real soon. But yeah, what a great game that was. Holland really coming for 3 points. But at the end of the day, 2-2. Brilliant game. I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm looking at the scenes right now. Japan players looking very happy. Both coaches tying the knot. Big handshake. Very happy coaches. Nobody really lost anything. Both teams really playing out for this one. I think on the day, a 2-2 is a fair result. First half wasn't the greatest, but Van Dijk opening it up with the header. And I said he was going to do such a thing just seconds before, and that ball goes in off Van Dijk's head. And it was a beautiful thing of magic. Nicely placed cross, and Virgil Rose guided it into the corner. No real effort. Just guided the ball, redirected it off the cross. That was the first goal of the game. We're going to say Virgil van Dijk, 1 goal, 8 clearances, and 3 aerial duels out of 3-1. Passes into the final third, 17. So he had a pretty decent day. Going back into the chat. We'll get your man of the man here pretty soon. I want to get one thing done here. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to bring up one of my stat pages. And I'm going to do it on the other computer because the other side has had so many little glitches. Let's put match. Pardon me. Recently, my searches and all sorts of things have been seem to be getting changed up. They're not coming through as they used to be. What you will see now on the internet, and I'm telling you just in case you're in a situation where some of your searches don't go the way they did. You had to put more words in to find what you had before. An example, let's say you wanted to find out Holland and Japan. If you put Holland and Japan in on your search bar, it doesn't take you to where it did before. You need to put Holland versus Japan match, and it'll take you exactly to your game search what you had before. I've seen this a few times. But anyway, getting to it, game itself, I say as before, welcome to the post-game. Thank you everybody who was here during the match. I had a lot of fun with you. I always do. And I love it when you come back for more, because I come back for more because of you. Please like if you're here for the first time, subscribe if you will, and get back for more. We're going all the way to the final. But on this match here, like I say, 2-2 on the day, predicted it. You in the chat predicted it all the way through this. I predicted it last night, 2-2. Had this inkling that it was going to be 2-2. And even when it was getting to the latter stage, you still thought it was going to happen, and it did. Finishing 2-2 on the day. You got to say, goals by Van Dijk on 51. Japan answers up 6 minutes later on Nakamura's 57. One apiece. And Holland are thinking, wow, that didn't last long. The game goes a lot further. 7 minutes later, though. Yeah, 7 and 7. 7 minutes later, Holland go through and get the second goal. Somerville, beautiful goal in the far side. Beats his man, shot goes low, beats the keeper. A thing of beauty. And you're thinking, okay, hope Holland are going to run out 2-1 winners. It shouldn't be a problem. And then for the remainder of the game, you've got to say, literally from 70 minutes in, Japan really stuck to the task. They did not give up. They were not going to be beaten. They did not want to lose. And you saw it with everything they did in the second half. They were literally on the ball all the time in the second half, urging themselves forward, and eventually it paid off. And there's a thing of beauty. Kamada on 89 minutes, making it 2-2 from the corner. And the wee man rises up above the giants of 6'1" and whatever the size them Dutch guys are. But they're big in Holland. And the wee man rises up, bangs it in like a bullet, takes a deflection en route, and Zerbruggen in net can just push it into the roof of the net, 2-2. And I tell you what, Japan deserved to get into it, deserved the tie, and were good for it. And the entertainment level in the second half from this match was top draw. This World Cup is bringing top entertainment in the group phases that normally it does not in game ones. And it's literally opening up a can of worms as to where the entertainment is going to finish. I tell you, and it shows in the chat as well. The comments that you guys are making in the chat as well, it shows what you're seeing as well. This has really been an absolute amazing World Cup so far, and I'm enjoying every minute. 2-2, absolutely the correct scoreline. A great game, and it showed both teams. Let's take you to some of the stats right now. Live stats on the board. Shots, 11 shots for Holland, 7 on target. 8 shots for Japan, 3 on target. Possession 60-40. 60-40, Holland has 60%. Passes 516 to 342 in favour of L'Orange. Pass accuracy 89% to 88%. Very high passing percentages considering there was a lot of fighting and midfield duels, and the first ball lost and the second ball lost and the third ball lost, and then first ball won, second ball won, third ball won on both teams. And considering that kind of action and the frenetic pace of the midfield play, yeah, and the wing play especially, to have a percentage of pass accuracy at 89 and 88 is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Fouls 8-7 in favour of Holland. 3 yellow cards, none for the fair-playing Blue Samurai. 3 yellow cards for Holland. No reds either way. It was a really fair game. Ismail, the referee, was very silent. He's normally a bully. He's normally loud. He's normally hands-on players. He was literally well-behaved today, so well done to him. But he obviously wants to get another match in a later round. Otherwise, you're just seeing the worst of him. You wouldn't want to see him again. Offsides, 1 offside in the whole match. That was for Holland. 5 corners for Holland, 4 for Japan. Those are the stats. Fantastic match. Going to catch up now with the chat. We're looking for your man of the match. Now, I haven't decided who mine is. I have, really. It's over there. But you got to convince me that I'm wrong or that more people are saying something about somebody. So, here we go. I'm going to go in reverse order. So, as I'm going to reverse order it from Francois Petre's comment, will be very technical and tactical. But if you are here for a goal, Bonanza, forget it. Yes. Moving back up, looking for the player of the match, as they say on TV, and we call it man of the match. And if it's a woman's game, it's woman of the match. Okay, working myself backwards in time. I'm going to start getting players of the match from you, man of the match from us. Leonardo, looking. I'm looking for man of the match, man of the match, man of the match. Who is your man of the match? I know Milky Moo was going man of the match, Ogawa. So Angus says man of the match is Ogawa. Forgot my Uno reverse card to undo the yellow. Ogawa. So we've got one for Ogawa. Feed went down for a lot of you guys, is what I'm reading here as well. Great fans, Japan have created a brilliant atmosphere, good game. Yes, they have. That was coming in from Steve. Great fans, Japan have created a brilliant atmosphere, good game. Yes. Best game so far, says Leo. I think you're right. I think this was a really interesting match. No doubt about it. Okay, good result for Japan, says Francois. Yes. I'll stick with Virgil van Dijk, says Milky Moo. Virgil van Dijk gets from Milky Moo. Now it's time for Ecuador coming up with Ivory Coast. That'll be a good game, yeah. Probably a 0-0 or 1-1 at best, says Francois. Milky Moo could be a better game than expected. And I'm looking for Francois, very technical. Kevin says, man of the match, Tinaguchi with 98% pass accuracy. That's phenomenal for a centre-back. It is. It's another good one in there. Milky Moo, Aya, Cabby for man of the match. Hey, there you go, Cabby for man of the match. Cabby for man of the match. I've got written down Virgil van Dijk for man of the match. And we've had a few Virgil van Dijks in there. So unless anybody comes in with more, Virgil van Dijk on Ultimate Soccer Show for the Holland versus Japan 2-2 amazing draw. Virgil van Dijk is getting it. I do hear other players were close to it. And there's other players. You could think about Somerville. You could think about Suzuki, the keeper, Japan. Somerville, the winger for Holland. There are a few players that could have done it. But overall, Virgil van Dijk gets it. He gets it. From my money, maybe someone else gets it in the next match. But I tell you what, that's what I'm seeing. What do you take out of this game? I think what you take out of this game, Holland, first of all, moving forward, unbeaten. One that got away. They'll look at this, and it's one that got away. When you sit back on a lead that you just took, it's a good idea for a couple of minutes to do so. You've seen teams get scored on as soon as they score, yeah? Well, we had a lot of scoring tonight. And one scored, they got scored on. One scored, they got scored on. Instead of taking the ball and keeping possession and keeping the other team away from the goal and away from possession for a couple of minutes, it wasn't able to do so. Neither team could stop each other because the game was so fast and so hard-paced. But each time Holland scored, they got scored on. Each time Japan got scored on, they retaliated and equalised. On the night, I think you've got to say Japan works away from this one feeling a little bit better than Holland. Again, Holland might look at this and say, this is one that we let slip away. And maybe Koeman, the coach, should have kept his guys going full bore and in the offense. Keep Japan away from your end. Attack is the best defense you'll ever have. So did Holland literally let this slip away? Or was it that Japan made it happen? Because for the last 20 minutes, Japan were foot down, going one way, looking to get that tying goal, which they did, and which they deserved. Like again, I say, for my money, Japan deserves what they got. I'm not going against what Holland did at all, but I'm saying Japan kept going, kept fighting, wouldn't stop, and wouldn't take no for an answer, and got the result. Into the chat as we go through. Give me a cup of tea quickly, guys. Well done on the scoreboard, Crystal Disco Ball upstairs. Keeping everybody on track. Kevin Babs, a draw here is a good for my bet of Sweden to top the group and Japan second. I remember in the video when you said that, Kevin, you said that Sweden was going to top this group, and you also said that Sweden was going to be a dark horse for the World Cup that many people have not seen. So I remember what you said. If anybody wants to see what Kevin said, go down in the library at Ultimate Soccer Show and look for the predictions video from about 4 or 5 videos back. It's not very many days ago. It's probably about 5 or 6 days ago. Well, probably longer than that. But it's not many days ago, maybe a week. But the predictions in there, you'll hear what Kevin said there, right there. Crystal Ball says, Cabby of the match. Cat of the match, Cabby. There you go. That's awesome. We'll get him a little shirt. And he lets you do things with him, like, you know, he lets you put your little hat on and stuff. So he's quite a cool kind of guy. Milky Moo Celtic is a proper group of death. I reckon set up for 4 points each, maybe. We'll see later on. Group of death. It is going to be a group of death. You know what? I think the US has got the group of death. And they started really well, no? Excuse me. Oh, yes, a lovely cup of tea. That's a real good one. That is a real good one. Stevie made a real good one there. Absolutely beautiful. Milky Moo says, is a proper group of death recognised sets up for 4 points each, maybe. 4 points each, maybe. Let's think of that. It's possible that it could happen. It is possible that it can happen. Anything's possible. But I think after this game, you've got the two big guns that are going to sit down later tonight and go, you know what, we've got a point apiece. 1 point is great. We'll keep with that. And we'll progress. We'll take the next two matches on. We'll get results from that and we'll move through. And it's going to be goal difference that will decide on some of these groups who ends up top of the tree, yeah? Likewise, goal difference can be very big for the third team as well. If someone has a nosebleed in the second round and loses against someone they should not lose against, and two teams are looking like they're pairing up for 3 points at the bottom end of a table, that surprises everybody that two teams in third and fourth place in that league have 3 points, and one is a shock win and one is a well-earned win, and they both have 2 points or two matches where they lose, then goal difference will decide even third and fourth in some cases. The groups are opening up in a different way. What is making these groups uneven than a normal World Cup group is this. In a normal World Cup group, you've got 4 different levels of grading, like one in the top 20, one in the top 40, one in the top 60, one in the top 80 in a group, just as an example. Well, now you've got teams that can be further down in fourth spot, and it makes this transition from third to fourth, who's finishing last, very interesting. Tactically, a lot of teams play the same kind of style. It only needs one nightmare in defensive tic-tac-toe football on your back line to cough up the ball, and you do get a victory. Just saying. Milky Moo, you got it. It's a proper group of death as well. I agree with you. Steve says, Japan played the high-pressure game where whenever they went behind and looked much better, thought they would have played that way from the start, as it is their usual game. That surprised me too, Steve, got to say. I was slightly surprised. Surprised would be the word. Really surprised that they didn't play their regular game. It's as if they were giving Holland a bit of respect, I think. And that's how it felt to me. They were giving Holland too much time on the ball, too much respect, entering in the phase of platform of the game. First 15 minutes, that's when you build into the game. I was quite surprised that they weren't hassling and hunting in packs like they normally do, like they did in the second half, especially the last 25 minutes, especially when they were a goal down both times. So it makes you wonder why they did start slow. I saw it as a respect level, giving Holland too much, thinking that they were going to be under pressure a little bit more than they were. But once they got into the game, once they grew into the game, just like Brazil against Morocco, once Brazil grew into the game, they were starting to equal in Morocco. Although the midfield wasn't the best in Brazil, they equaled Morocco at the latter stages of the match. This was very similar. Japan started out under the cosh, rose through the game, came back twice, and if it had gone another 20 minutes per se, as an overtime, extra time, they would have been the team in my money that would have took the 3-2 win because they were in the ascendancy, they had the motivation. So coming out of this game again, I'm going to say the happier of the two teams for me should be Japan. Holland can't be down, but it slipped away. It's one that got away. Back into the chat, guys. Milky Moo, are they two big guns though? Sweden have a lot going on up front. They have. Kevin says, I did predict Sweden to go far in this World Cup and Gyökeres for the Golden Boot. He can be dangerous. He's talent. I've watched his career literally from start to finish. Gyökeres is very talented and he's a born finisher. And he's proven it wherever he's gone. Milky Moo says, yep, pretty much so, Kev. Tunisia are handy enough to damage themselves somewhere as well. Let me read that again. Yep, pretty much so, Kev. Tunisia are handy enough to do damage somewhere as well. Yes, yeah. Tunisia is not coming into that game without anything. They'll be able to handle themselves. They'll manage that match. And they'll be fierce, strong, physically strong and mentally strong. Chris Cavling, yes, I was surprised. And at first was like, no way Japan will progress. But then they lifted ×2. I've never had a problem thinking about Japan in the knockout rounds. To me, that's where they're headed. And like Milky Moo says, Nigrin, 20 goals out of mid last year. Danger. That's why I said when Mitoma and plays like that didn't make it, there's 3 missing. When they didn't make it, I said straight away, yes, you're losing some quality, but the way you play, the team chemistry, it won't make that much difference. And on the basis of this 2-2 tie with Holland, Japan come out of this looking strong, both defensively and in the attack, and also in goalkeeping. So Japan are coming out of this, for my money, looking better off than Holland. And if they play again, because they played each other now, I think in the next game, you'd see Japan win. Just saying. That's what I'm saying. Just going to go back more. Milky Moose says, predict very, very tight group anyway. Yes, it's going to be a very tight group. Totally is. But guys, I'm going to get ready for the next game, and I hope you are too. Our next watch-along, let me take you with me for a second so we can get this together and you know where we're going. But our next watch-along is something that, if you don't know, I'll show you straight away. I'll take you straight to it. Don't want to watch those guys so quickly. I'm just going to push out here. Go straight to here. Bring up the Ultimate Soccer Show online. Go to live. Go to the live content, guys. This is where you'll see what's coming up next. Brazil, Morocco went through. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay's coming up next. Monday. Going to be interesting. So that's the next one. After that, you got Argentina taking on Algeria. And then England taking on Croatia as well. So those are the next 3 games. And don't forget, the World Cup final. July 19th, 2026. So, like I say, next one coming up is Saudi Arabia taking on Uruguay. I've been to Saudi. I had a fantastic time in Saudi. That's the next one tomorrow. But go to the live channels, and on the videos while we're here, there's all the video channels. And when we're talking about World Cup predictions, this is the one I'm talking about, guys. It's 2 hours long. It's groups first, and it says everything about it on the TV screen and you're watching yourself. It's got a menu to it, and that's what I'm saying. So go into the library and carry what you can, see what you can, and enjoy what you can on the videos. But the predictions, you'll see what Kevin said, and he did say it, because I was there, and he said exactly that. 2-2 on the day. Predictions are through. Let's get ready for the next one. Let's see how this group phases out. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I had a blast all the way through. And again, this World Cup just keeps on getting better and better and better and better. Pickle Kisser, I'm 100% day drinking during work tomorrow, baby. Let's fricking go Uruguay. I tell you what, I will be having a beer on stage here tomorrow. I'm going to have either a Guinness or a copper ale. I promised I'd have a drink with you for the Uruguay games. I'm going to do that. So if anybody's got a problem with that, I don't know why. It's medicinal, all of it, and it makes you feel good. But I'm going to have a drink tomorrow. So I'd advise you, get ready for it with me and have a drink with me. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia coming up tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. So yes, Pickle Kisser, drink through the day, son. You'll be okay. I will be drinking during the game for the first time ever. Talking a match, but I'll be able to contain myself, don't you worry. In fact, it might even make me feel even better. I might be quite humorous or sarcastic for once instead of being a miserable son of a gun. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it might do something good to my brain. I'm sure it will. But anyway, for now, Japan, Blue Samurai feeling good about themselves. Holland should be feeling good about themselves, but should it feel better per se? Should they feel better per se with 3 points? I think so. But it is Japan who is rocking out. And tell you what, they should be rocking out. One more time, Kevin Babs, got to go into the chat 1 second, guys, before we shut this down. Cheers, Stevie. Bye, everyone. I need to get to bed after staying up all night yesterday to watch Scotland game. Good sleeps, mate. Good sleeps. I'll see you later, matey. That's Kevin Babs. Milky Moo, rock and rolling. You betcha. Angus, I had a drink on the podcast, which I co-announced yesterday. Well done, son. Well done. Angus had a drink on the podcast. Well done. Milky Moo, 11 p.m. my time. I'll have a jar. Boom. I tell you, I'll be having a jar with you. Yes. It's either Guinness or a copper is what I'm thinking. And I'm not talking about a Bobby. a copper ale. But yes, we'll be having some tomorrow for Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. It's going to be a barn-burning game. I've got a feeling that we'll see goals in that one. I got a feeling we'll see some physical nastiness in there too, some real digging in there somewhere, but we're going to see something. But guys, thank you very much. Hit the like button, join the club, get in the family, hit the subscription button, all notifications, and come back for more watch-alongs as we go through the World Cup. We will have a fantastic time. Milky Moo, cheers again, brother. Health to you as well. And I tell you, have a great morning, have a great night, but keep on rolling. There's a lot more games coming than have gone before. This is the biggest World Cup we'll ever see.